It's time for Lander Valley Basketball. Coming up on the Porter's Tailgate Show live on KOVE 1330 AM and 107.7 FM and streaming online on the County 10 YouTube channel. You will hear about today's games, updates from around Fremont County, and catch up with the Lander coaches and athletes. Now, let's send it to the voice of the Tigers. Here's Wyatt Barichka and Riley Bullion.
It's weird to say this, but it's the second day in a row that we're here at Lander Valley High School at the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse as the Lady Tigers get set to take on the Lady Wranglers in a 3A Southwest quad matchup. Wyatt Barichka joining alongside Riley Bullion. And Riley, game for Lander Valley, not the things they want to go to. They are now 0-4 in conference play heading into today.
Yeah, they're 0-4 and 4-13 overall. I mean, definitely not what they're looking forward to having towards the season, but unfortunately that's been the outcome so far.
Well, in yesterday's game against Mountain View, again, they fell in that matchup. I'm trying to get that accurate final score for you guys. But Riley, they didn't give up in that game the entire time. They played until the final whistle in that one.
They definitely played until the final whistle, and it's like I said yesterday of the analogy of a really good Uno game with reverse cards doing back and forth the whole entire game.
Yeah, when Lander wanted to pull in, they pulled out, and this Lander just couldn't make shots later on in the ball game. That's kind of what drew to the 53-29 final in that one. And for the Lady Wranglers, they enter this game last week, Riley, kind of an unusual weekend for them. They fell to Powell and Level last week. But against Level, 32-27, and against Powell, 44-28. That's kind of an interesting weekend for them as far as kind of, if you know Pinedale Wrangler basketball. I mean, the last couple of years, they've been up there as far as competing-wise. And then they're currently on a 2-game losing streak. That's a season high. They haven't lost more than one heading into this week. They did defeat Lyman last night, 65-54. And also, Riley, last time was the first time last season where they didn't score 30 points in a ball game.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really see that a lot with high school teams in today's age of scoring that many points, as low as that is. But
well, if you look at Oklahoma, there was a final of 4-2 as well.
Well, other than the game in Oklahoma with a score of 4-2 as a final, I mean, and that's where we talk about bringing shot clock into play, right? I mean, there's plenty of states that have brought the shot clock into play, and I know a couple of states are talking about bringing in for next season. I know Salt Lake's in that, or Utah's in that area, so a shot clock is a big one too in that factor.
Yeah, let's take a look at these two teams statistical wise, if you want to pull those up, Riley, real quick. And against these two teams, kind of let's preview this game first. Last matchup between these two teams ended in a result of 52-32 in favor of the Lady Wranglers. They were able to win that game. That game saw Adeline Anderson scored 12 points in the loss. Elin Bauer scored 16 points and 5 assists in the victory. Lander shot 23% from the field, while Pinedale shot 33%. Pinedale was 39 from 3, while Lander was 14%, making 2 threes in the ball game.
And we saw that last night. They took 8 3-pointers and didn't make a single one of them, but they had as many points inside the key as possible. And that's really what Lander's looking forward to. From what we've heard so far this season, is get rid of the 3-point line shots and let's kind of concede everything into the center of the key and get buckets up down there. Yeah,
yesterday's game they had 8 3 attempts. They didn't make a single one. If you're watching this live, you're seeing the kind of the stats this season between the two teams. 56 points per game compared to Lander's 39. Field goal percentage-wise, 47-38. It's a little closer, actually, than I kind of anticipated, if I'm going to be 100% honest. 62% from the line compared to Lander's 55. Getting to the free throw lines, I think, is going to be big for Lander in this one. 3-point-wise, 21% for Lander Valley, 35% for Pinedale. Rebounds, pretty close, actually. Lander leads that statistical category with 26 rebounds per game compared to Pinedale's 24. But Lander does turn the basketball over more. 22, roughly 23 times a ball game compared to Pinedale's 15. And you're going to see that with the guard play from Pinedale in this one. And Lander's just getting pressure. They got to just beat that press a little bit in this one.
They just got to beat the press and then just pass the ball down low. I mean, if you got to give it off to Anderson down low to let her either go to work or take an elbow shot and give it off to Anderson. Look for the bigger players down low. Try and get as many points down low as possible. It did work for the first half against Mountain View last night. So if they can do it against Mountain View, they can do it against Pinedale.
Yeah, also give it to the shooters. I mean, you have shooters. They got to see them go in. I mean, they're taking good shots. They're just not falling in. I mean, that's the story right now. We talked with head coach Melinda Cox as well. We'll get to that later on in the Porter's Tailgate Show. Also want to give a big shout out to Porter's Mountain View Supply and Company in Riverton is a proud sponsor of LVHS Athletics this season. We want to remind you that the beautiful weather we have is not here right now. Porter's has everything you need to heat your home with wood, gas, or pellet stoves this winter. That's Porter's on Northfeld and Riverton and online at portersmvs.com. Let's also give a big shout out to Wind River Internet, who also helps this stream make possible, and also all of our sponsors who make this stream possible, and for Riverton as well, because we added Riverton this year. They're actually playing Evanston right now, who Evanston lost to Cody last night. Both teams did in that one. Pinedale again defeated Lyman in the boys game. Riley, we'll talk a little bit later on as that boys game went into overtime. We'll talk a little bit more as that goes. And with that, we'll step aside for our first time out. When we come back, we'll have a recap of what happened with Fremont County last night. This is Lady Tiger Basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
Porter's Supply Company in Riverton is proud to sponsor sports and student athletes here in Fremont County. Start your game day off right with the Porter's Pregame Show and get ready for action. Porter's has everything you need to heat your home this winter with the best selection of wood, gas, or pellet stoves. Good luck to all Fremont County teams from Porter's Supply Company. See Porter's Supply on North Federal in Riverton and online at portersmvs.com.
At Central Wyoming College, your future starts here. Join CWC's automotive program and turn your passion for cars into one of the most in-demand technical careers. From classic cars to ones that park themselves, CWC's expert automotive instructors combine state-of-the-art technology, small class sizes, and one-on-one attention to help you earn your certification in automotive service excellence. Apply now for several scholarships available only to our automotive students. Make your way at Central and join the new generation of automotive technicians.
Now, back to the Porter's Tailgate Show on the County 10 Sports Network.
Well, Fremont County basketball was in action last night with Wyoming Indian and St. Stephen's on the road. They're playing the same opponents this weekend, but flipping them day to days. Riley, what happened with Fremont County basketball last night?
Looking at the boys' side, number 2 Riverton would defeat Green River 70-49. Of course, Lander beat Mountain View in overtime 50-46. Wind River would defeat Shoshone 90-75. Those are the scores that I have from the boys. I couldn't find Wyoming Indian on the boys' side. I will look for that in a couple of minutes. On the girls' side, Green River would defeat Riverton 55-31. Number 3 Mountain View would defeat Lander 53-29. Number 2 Wyoming Indian defeated number 5 Kemmer 33-25, and Wind River would defeat Shoshone 46-45 on the girls' side.
Fremont County rivalry, Wind River and Shoshone. I got that final on the boys' side for Wyoming Indian, 79-57. Kemmer getting the win as Wyoming Indian was trying to crack the top 5 in the Wyoming Prep Coach Immediate basketball polls. They are not. Pinedale out also this week. They did defeat they did defeat number 5 Lyman, and so I would not be surprised if they are in next week, depending on the results of this one. Boys Tigers team ranked number 5. Boys for Pinedale are out. But Riley, I mean, the season's coming down to the wire, and I think we've said it best. I mean, I think the conference for 3A is as open as it gets as far as the west side goes.
It's definitely as open as it gets. I mean, we've seen all the teams, and some good outcome, some bad outcome, but it's definitely one of the more open sides out of all the conferences.
And I know we talked a little bit about the boys just because of how insane the last weekend went, but the girls' side too. I mean, number 5 Lyman falls to Pinedale. I mean, Powell is up this year. You've also got Level, who's always in the mix, and Worland pulled an upset against Lyman last weekend for the girls' side. That was kind of one of the more surprising games, I thought, coming out of this into this weekend. But again, Riley, it is the most open conference, I think, in the state of Wyoming. I mean, you can talk about 4A too. I mean, Tongue River was losing games this week, and I think they lost again on the boys' side. But just kind of coming back to 3, I think it's going to be open. Lady Tigers right now with a 4-13 record, they're not out of this by any means.
They're definitely not out of it. I know it seems like they may be because of the record, but that doesn't mean anything coming. They've still got 2 more games at home, and then we're on the road again.
Yeah, record record doesn't say anything. I mean, I think the final score and just how things go, I mean, it all comes down to the regional tournament. I mean, you can have a unfortunate record. I think St. Stephen's is a perfect example of that last year. Again, the records don't say anything. They won 2 games in the regional tournament, and they got to go on to state for that one. So, again, it's not out of reach for Lander Valley in this one.
And it has nothing to do with the record. Like you said, they could come out and play their best at regionals.
And with that, we are going to step aside for a timeout. I did catch up with head coach Melinda Cox. That will be after this 30-second timeout. This is Lady Tiger Basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians. Wear light clothing. Walk on a pathway instead of the road.
Look out for pedestrians.
Avoid distractions like your phone.
Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere. We are the Wyoming and Lady Chiefs. We need you in our stands.
Catch the game on your phone or the comfort of your home living room. Tiger Basketball is streaming all season long on County 10's YouTube channel.
Ten Sports Network here with back here on the County 10 Sports Network here with head coach Melinda Cox. And coach, we didn't get to talk at halftime yesterday, but what did you kind of see in that game? It was kind of more of a tale of 2 different halves, but just kind of what did you think of that game?
The story of our season, you know, we put together a good game plan. The girls executed it well. We could not get any shots to fall early, so we did really struggle with that. And I think that, you know, early on we had about 5 open looks that nothing fell, and had we maybe made a couple of those, that could have been a little bit of a difference early on. We came out and played pretty well in the third quarter, and then it just got away from us again. You know, I think we're seeing some really good things and some good options that we have, and we just have to keep moving forward.
Yeah, I mean, that's really all you can do is keep moving forward, especially now with the season winding down. But how, just kind of what you got to look forward to now, because you got a game already against Pinedale, who you've seen it the ones before. Just kind of what do you got to do to make sure your players are focused on this one instead of thinking about last night?
Yeah, I'm not somebody that dwells on things that happened yesterday. You just, you know, you correct some errors that you need to, and you prepare for the next team. And at the high school level, these kids are resilient, and they understand that. And so we just keep moving forward, and they're doing some good things, and we have some young kids stepping up, and you know, we're still in the hunt. So we're definitely not bagging this season yet.
Oh, yeah, you got to keep fighting, and I saw that in the Mountain View game. You guys just didn't stop. But talk about Pinedale. You guys played them the first time. What did you see in that first matchup, and what have you seen them since then, and what's the game plan going in?
Yeah, I mean, Pinedale's about the same team that we saw, you know, the last time we played them in Pinedale, and they've got a really good guard in Bowers, and they've got a good post player and another really good shooter. So, you know, we just have to take care of, make sure number 23 doesn't go off on us and score 31 like she did last night. And again, we have to limit our turnovers and make sure we rebound. If we do those 2 things, we're going to be good.
Well, you answered my X Factor question, but Coach, anything I left out, anything you want to mention?
No, I don't think so. I'm proud of our kids. You know, they're hanging in there. They're keeping their attitudes high and spirits high, and I'm proud of them for that.
Appreciate it, Coach. Thank you for your time. We'll talk to you at the boys' half.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach Melinda Cox. National anthem. We get set here for 3A Southwest quad play between the Lady Wranglers from Pinedale and the Lady Tigers from Lander Valley. We're going to start with the Lady Wranglers starting lineup. Riley, what do we got?
Got number 1, Sarah Kennard. Number 13, Gabrielle Rogers. Number 22, Tori Anderson. Number 23, Elin Bowers. And number 31, Halen Sadner.
Lady Wranglers in their green uniforms, orange letters, white numbers with the orange accent on those numbers as well. Lady Tigers are going to be in their home whites today. It is going to be the same lineup as yesterday, wearing number 2, Kendall McFadden, sophomore for Lander Valley, wearing number 3, the senior Darian Bell, wearing number 23, Megan Winfield, wearing number 24, Kiara Friday, and wearing number 50 will be Adeline Anderson. Again, in their home whites, green numbers, green letters with the green stripe with the black accent as well. And Riley, got to keep things close here in this first half.
Definitely got to keep things close here in the first half. And really, if they can just do what they did last night against Mountain View, but against a very strong Pinedale team, they're going to do just fine. Keep that score going back and forth between the two. Maybe even take a break of going back and forth and just take the lead for a little bit.
Yeah, and a little fast pace. I mean, sometimes they come to do that. It might hurt them. But again, just play your game. I think they played like they did yesterday, and just keep things close right now. It'll be Anderson and Sander to jump. It's going to be controlled by Pinedale, and we are underway here at the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse at Lander Valley High School. Now we're going to be on the far side. Give it off now to Rogers. The Lady Wranglers just swinging the basketball right now. Pass inside to Bowers. In the paint, kick out now to Anderson. Launches the 3, and we'll start this game off with a made 3. Full court pressure shown by the Lady Wranglers as there's a pass to Friday. Friday will travel with it, and that will be turnover number 1.
It's like we talked about earlier, turnovers is going to hurt the Lady Tigers here. Automatically start with 1.
Kennard brings it up. We'll give it to Bowers. Bowers now top of the key. Matched up by McFadden's Lady Tigers run man-to-man. Rogers matched up by Winfield. We'll look for the pass inside. Kennard can't corral it. Does now. She'll reset things here. Pass it off to Anderson, who made the 3 to start this game off. Bowers pump fake, puts up the shot. That's no good. Winfield will come up with it, and then we get a foul.
We're going to give that foul to Halen Sadner. It's going to be her first team foul here in the first quarter.
I thought foul-wise for Lander Valley yesterday was pretty good as well. I mean, you kept things in reasonable distance with Mountain View as far as how many fouls you had, how many you had to give. Anderson miscorrals the basketball. She does dribble it up. Give it to Bell, who almost loses it. Bell has McFadden wide open if they want to take it. Give it to her. Bowers closes in. 6:48 to play here as we're live on KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM Lander, Wyoming. Also on YouTube. Inside pass, turnover for the Lady Tigers. Second straight possession ending with a turnover. Kennard, far side, hand off to Bowers. Bowers now to Kennard at the corner. Will try to drive in, matched up there by Bell. Kick out to Rogers, swing to Anderson. Anderson back out to Bowers. Bowers is just going to launch a 3 with McFadden right there and makes it. I mean, I don't know how much better defense you could have played there. Winfield will look for the pass. Bowers was the deflection, the steal, but Winfield comes up with it. There's a pass to McFadden, wide open. Anderson will get it and put it up. That's no good. And then Darian Bell with the board and the putback. That's no good either. Sander, good. McFadden now with the basketball. Lady Wranglers lead 8-0 early in this ball game on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Bell, kick out to Winfield. Winfield going to launch a 3 from deep. That's good.
Good 3-ball take there by Winfield. Almost an NBA range 3 there.
Yeah, that was deep 3, able to capitalize. 8-3 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Kennard going to try to take it herself. Hand off now to Anderson. That 3's no good. Anderson's just going to let it go out. First miss from 3-point range for Pinedale. 2 of 3 early on with 5:11 to play in the first. Winfield looks for Friday. Turnover again by the Lady Tigers. Kennard ends up with the basketball. Kennard takes the screen from Anderson, almost with the travel. Bowers top of the key. Back to Kennard. Kennard Drives in, puts up the floater from 12. She'll be fouled, go to the free throw line. And give that on Darian Bell. That'll be her first. And sends Sarah Kennard to the free throw line.
Kennard 79% from the free throw line. Wow, that was a kajumble of words.
Kennard makes the first, looks for a 2-for-2 trip, and she'll get it. 10-3 now on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard, 4:50 to play. Winfield almost with the turnover as the Lady Tigers. She'll scoop it up and score it.
Good scoop and score there by the Lady Tigers.
That was almost a turnover too. You had to basically place that pass just perfectly to get that score. Kennard, far side, look for the cut from Bowers, does. Bowers now baseline, got to give it out. Anderson wide open three. She'll attempt it and she will have it miss off the right side iron, and then trying to save it is Halen Sander, and it'll be a turnover.
We're going to see Mandy Mahanovic check into the ball game for the first time.
No substitution yet for Lander Valley. Bell to Friday, crosses the timeline, back to Bell. McFadden now, pass inside for Friday. Kennard will make the steal. Goes right back to Pinedale. Winfield will pick up her first. First foul.
You could almost call that a good foul there by Winfield as well to kind of slow things down for Pinedale as they've been playing a really quick offense.
Inbound to Anderson. Top of the key. The drum line back again for Lander Valley. Bowers drive in, put up the shot. That is no good as it kind of took the home team bounce right there. In a good way. Winfield tries to take it coast to coast, can't get it. Bowers ends up with it. Bell will pick up her second foul right away in the first. She'll have to come out. We'll see Sandra St. Clair check in.
St. Clair to check in, Bell to check out for the Lady Tigers. 3:46 left in the first quarter, 10-5 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard.
Bowers bring it up to the top, give it to Kennard. Gonna take the screen there. That was given by Mahanovic. We'll back out now to Anderson. Kennard will try again. Kennard will go for three, can't get it. Friday comes up with the board, and we're gonna get a foul.
Yep, they're going to call a foul down low. Foul's going to go on Kennard. That's going to be her first personal, second team foul.
Still 10-5 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. So that bounce pass there intended for Winfield will go out of bounds. It will stay with the Lady Tigers. With 3:20 to play in the first, almost a turnover. St. Clair catches her foot right before she goes over. Friday, far side. Will back up, pass it to Anderson now. Anderson going to try to put up the shot as she's falling down. Can't get it. And right back to Pinedale. It'll be Mahanovic with the board. Kennard will give it off now to Anderson, and Pinedale just getting things set up here. Bowers screen from Sanders. She'll try to put up a floater. Deflected there by McFadden. And there's a long pass to McFadden. Now to St. Clair. St. Clair. Winfield. Winfield now. Dribble it up. Spin. Drive inside. Almost turns it over. McFadden now. McFadden. Pass to St. Clair. St. Clair going to launch a three from deep. That's no good. And Bowers will push the pace. Bowers goes in, score. Coast to coast for Elin Bowers. And once again, players on the floor, and we're going to get timeout taken by head coach Melinda Cox. We'll see if this is a 30 or a 60. It is going to be a full. We'll step aside for a 30-second. 2:10 to play. Pinedale leads 12-5. We'll step aside. This is Lady Tiger basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
It's more than clocking in or collecting a paycheck. We are a network of caring professionals who want to be here, dedicated to serving our communities. We are Sage West Healthcare, our 2 campus hospitals in Riverton and Lander. We take pride in our region, our people, and our communities. Located in beautiful central Wyoming, filled with natural recreation in our own backyard. We are neighbors caring for neighbors, a community caring for its own. We are Sage West. We are recruiting the best, like you.
You're tuned in to Lander Valley Basketball on County 10's YouTube page.
12-5 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Your scoreboard tonight is brought to you by Fremont Therapy in Riverton and Lander. For more than 25 years, Fremont Therapy has been Fremont County's leader in physical and occupational therapy. We are proud to provide experienced clinicals to support our athletes and their families. We wish all Fremont Counties the best of luck this season.
Big thanks to Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care for sponsoring this broadcast. The staff at their clinics in Riverton and Lander want to remind you not to ignore those annual wellness visits. Make your appointment at Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care, and let's stay healthy together. Melinda Cox for the Lady Tigers takes their first time out. Gives them only 4 left here. Friday will bring it up over the paw. Friday, St. Clair now. We'll look for McFadden. Nice play there as McFadden will throw it up. That's no good. Right idea there. Wasn't able, again, to get the score that they need. 1:52 to play now. Kennard will double dribble with it. Didn't know if she wanted to drive in or pass out, and that'll be the second turnover by Pinedale. Inbound to Friday. She'll bring it up as Bowers guards. Friday now looks for Winfield, and it's going to... It could have gone either way. They're going to say Pinedale touched it last, though.
That was interesting.
McFadden, Winfield, top of the key. We'll see Hamilton, Lily Hamilton for Lander Valley check in. Next dead ball, pass inside. Anderson. Anderson now tries to block. Nice pass to Friday as she'll put it up and score. Ball movement right there pays off, Riley.
Yeah, ball movement really paid off there as Anderson just dished it down low to Friday to let her go to work down in the post.
Cuts the lead down to 5. Bowers. Give it off now to Anderson. Bounce pass to Kennard. Winfield almost came up with the steal. That is a turnover by Pinedale. Winfield thought she fouled right there, and she was jumping like she made the mistake, and the whistle did not come in. So saves a team foul and a foul for Megan Winfield.
Head coach Melinda Cox was also jumping on the sideline, pointing the other direction, so she sold it as well.
Lander beats the press. Anderson loses the basketball. Coming up with it is going to be a jump ball. It will favor Lander Valley. So Anderson lost the basketball trying to drive in. It'll be Lady Tiger basketball on the baseline with 56.9 to play. Again, 12-7. Inbound was for Hamilton, and she'll have to run back and grab it. Hamilton, Friday, looks to McFadden, pump fake 3. McFadden now to Winfield. Winfield looks to drive in. Now we'll back up, and we'll just reset things here. McFadden looks for the inside pass to Anderson, puts it up. That's good.
Good drop back shot from Anderson.
Makes the lead down to 3. 28 seconds to play. Kennard to Anderson. Anderson now to Bauer. She'll launch a 3 to answer, and she does. Elin Bowers with 8 in the ball game. Has 8 of the 15 points already. Anderson, she'll try a 3. That's good! Well, when you get a 3, you'll respond right back to it. With 1 second, Kennard launches the 3, no good. And that's how we end the first quarter here. Adeline Anderson with the 3 makes it a 3-point game. 15-12, we'll step aside. We're back after this on the County 10 Sports Network.
Fremont Therapy Group has been a proud supporter of Wyoming athletics for more than 25 years, providing highly trained clinicians to treat athletes and their families. Our locally owned clinics offer a wide range of specialties like aquatic, vestibular, and pediatric therapy. On staff, we have specialists certified in dry needling, sports and orthopedic therapy, and a certified hand therapist now seeing patients both in Riverton and Lander. Our women's health specialists can help with everything from incontinence to pre- and postpartum care. Our 6 locations in western Wyoming are all built for physical and aquatic therapy. To find out more or to schedule an appointment, go to FremontTherapyGroup.com.
High Country Hearing Center supports patient hearing health care with a superior standard of practice for our Wyoming families, and we are proud to sponsor sports and student athletes.
Now, back to Lander basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
Adeline Anderson answers with a 3 to end the quarter. 15-12 is your score on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard.
Anderson's 1 of 6 from the three-point line now. That's her first
that was her
made
first
three
made
of the season.
Yeah, just took it up, threw it up, and made it in. So makes the score 15-12 in favor of the Lady Wranglers from Pinedale. Kennard will drive in. Almost fouled there by Anderson. She'll put up the shot. It's good, and that's how the second quarter starts. So Pinedale makes both their first shots of the quarter. Get things started. Winfield will give it here as we got a new player in for Lander Valley in the ball game. Miss there from St. Clair is no good. And into the ball game is Georgia Chance for Lander Valley. Getting some extra minutes. This Chance will get the steal. Looks for the putback. That's no good. St. Clair was looking for the rebound. Can't get it, though, and Bowers ends up with it. Bowers, 3. Puts it up. No good. Give it off now to Kennard as she misses the 3. Kennard, wide open 3 again. She gets the pass back. That's no good. St. Clair looks for the rebound. Can't get it. Bowers with another opportunity here for the Lady Wranglers. Inside to Sanders. Good.
Got an official's timeout as Winfield taking her time to get up.
Got hit in the nose, and seeing this from yesterday, I mean, really all of this season, this is how more contact the players are getting, more physical games we're seeing as Kendall McFadden checks in for Winfield.
Hayden Goggles also checks in for the first time in this ball game.
Georgia Chance wearing number 31, a freshman for Lander Valley, who's in the ball game. Also, we're seeing Hayden Goggles in. Chance, pass inside Anderson. Anderson now will have the foul first. Kennard flies to the ground. And I believe you're going to get Kennard for her second foul. You will.
Gabrielle Rogers will check into the ball game. Kennard will check out.
19-12 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. 6:53 to play. Anderson, the inbound pass, will pass inside to Goggles. Goggles kick out to Chance. Chance now to McFadden. McFadden drives in. Will put up the shot. Sander with the rejection right there, and we'll go right back to Pinedale. Inside, Sander after the pass from Rogers is good. 21-12. Winfield will check back in, and then it's going to be double dribble on Hayden Goggles. Winfield will check in Anderson. It will be Pinedale basketball off the turnover. Inbound for Anderson. There's the pass to Sander. Almost had the 5-second call happen there. Leads at 9. Bowers. Mohanovich inside to Sander, and Winfield falls. Couldn't corral herself. Loses the basketball with Sander. And it's going to be Goggles with the basketball. Give it off now to Winfield. She'll bring it up court. Winfield, hand it off to Chance. Thought about a 3. Now she'll take the 3. That one just off the right iron, no good. Bowers. Cross-court pass that off to Rogers. Goes baseline. Pass down to Mohanovich. She'll put up the shot. That's no good. Anderson with the putback. She'll give it right back to Mohanovich. That's good.
Going to see a couple Lady Tigers check in at the next dead ball.
You see 3 Lady Tigers check in. Goggles will be fouled there as 2 officials whistle.
Foul's going to go on Mohanovich. That's going to be her first personal 4th team foul here in the second quarter. We're going to see Bell, Anderson, and Friday check into the ball game for the Lady Tigers. Hamilton, Chance, and Goggles out.
McFadden. Give it off to Winfield now. Winfield with the basketball. She'll just hold on to it. Looks for Anderson on the arc. She'll try to drive in, put up the floater shot. That's no good. Rogers will end up with the basketball with the board. And Pinedale will turn it over, and then we're going to get a foul call.
It'll be Lander basketball down low. Foul's going to go against Sandner. That's going to be her second personal. And Lander's going to take a timeout.
We'll see if this is a 30-second. They will do a 30-second timeout. We'll just keep it right here.
Porter Supply Company in Riverton is also proud to sponsor LVHS Athletics this season and wants to remind you that the beautiful weather we've had isn't going to last forever. Porter's has everything you need to heat your home with wood, gas, or pellet stove this winter. That's Porter's on North Federal in Riverton and online at portersmbs.com.
Tiger basketball brought to you by Wyoming Catholic College, the sponsor of our academic spotlight every game. As the college salutes all the students and staff at LVHS and wishes them well this school year. Student of the Week, Kyra Simonson of Lander Valley. Again, your Student of the Week brought to you by Wyoming Catholic College. It will be Lady Tiger basketball down by 11. 5:17 to play. Bell to Winfield as Lady Wranglers will bring the press. Bell inside. Friday makes the spin, puts up the shot. That's no good. Bell will get the rebound and put it back up and in.
Good put back there by Bell. She was able to get that rebound at her height.
Makes the lead back to 9. Bowers. Near side, matched up there by McFadden. Anderson now as Winfield closes in, beats the screen there. Anderson. Rogers. Will dribble it, keep dribbling as Friday putting the defensive pressure there. Hand off to Bowers. Bowers now will put up the 3. That one, back iron, no good. Anderson comes up with it, and then McFadden, who has a wide open lane. Anderson is right there, and you're going to get the foul. Well, you wanted to push the pace, and you get rewarded by going to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Foul was on Tori Anderson. That's her first personal.
Pinedale was challenging. That was all ball as McFadden knocks in the first. That's the lead to 8.
McFadden is 56% from the free throw line this season.
Looks to go 100% on this trip and will do so. That's only the first trip for Lander Valley at the line. And Lander showing that full court pressure. Rogers will bring it up. Match there by Friday. Pass to Bowers. 4:20 to play here in the second quarter. Rogers comes to the near side. Hand off to Mahatovic. Top of the key. We'll see Kennard check in next dead ball. She's playing with 2 fouls. Bowers drive in. Puts up the shot. McFadden's going to be called for the foul. And set her feet in time. And we'll send Elin Bowers to the line. We're going to have a official whistle as Sandner will go to the bench. I'm assuming there's something on her, some cut or something is.
A little bit of blood on the kit.
We'll just clean it up. Friday also checks out. Chance will come back into the ball game. Kennard makes the first. Or excuse me, that's Bowers. Again, Bowers had 16 points in the win. She's already got 9. Looking for point number 10. Will do so, and they're going to wave off the shots.
Lane violation on the shooter. You don't see that one very often.
I think that's the first time I've seen it since calling high school basketball.
I've seen it a couple times, but first time this season.
Steal there by Pinedale. That's Mahatovic with the score. And once again, lead is up to 8. Winfield will pass it for Chance. That goes out of bounds. It will stay with Lander Valley in the ball game. Alexis White for the Lady Wranglers. McFadden inbound by the Pinedale bench. Inside Anderson. She'll try to play some bully ball and we'll get it in and good.
Good job by Anderson to make her own lane down low on the block. Put up a shot and get 2 points out of it.
Rogers drives in, has a wide open lane, and it's good. Winfield tries to break the press, and she'll be called for the foul as she was trying to save the basketball after losing it.
Going to see Friday check into the ball game. On top of that, Goggles will check back into the ball game for the Lady Tigers.
Had to make sure the foul got called first as, again, Goggles and Friday check in.
That's Winfield's second personal, 5th team foul here in the second quarter.
3:26 to play here. Again, the biggest lead has been 11 for Pinedale. Lander has kept it in reach here in a 28-20 ball game. 3:20 to play now. Mahanovic near side, matched up by Goggles, will pass inside to Kennard as Goggles pokes it out. Mahanovic inside to White. Anderson, late call, but they will give the foul first.
That could have been my first tally on Anderson's block count.
Again, we're up here. We're up here, not down there. That's the best way to put it. We'll send White to the free throw line. She'll make the first. Next free throw could be a 10-point lead by White as Pinedale will be 4-6 now. Anderson with the board. Give it to Bell. She'll bring it over the timeline. Spins, pass to Goggles. Goggles now will back up on the corner, is looking, finds somebody. That's McFadden. Anderson will have it poked out by Kennard. Kennard's going to try to take it herself. Hesitates, puts up the shot. That's no good. Anderson will come down with it. I believe they're going to rule this a jump ball. This will favor Pinedale. And they will do so. So we'll see Lily Hamilton check in. Checking for Anderson, who's slow to come off. 2:50 to play. Bowers, Rogers will swing it now to Kennard, who looks to drive in, goes behind the back, and we're going to get a foul on Bell.
It's going to be her third personal.
So now she has to check out. St. Clair's got to check in, and a lot of whistles. 13 fouls, but they seem to come a lot more here as the game has progressed.
A lot of whistles, and here on out in the second quarter, it'll send Pinedale to the foul line for 1-and-1s.
Kennard misses the 1-and-1. And St. Clair and Friday almost cause a turnover. St. Clair does lose it now. Mahanovic, no good. Bowers tries to save it. McFadden, who avoids the basketball somehow, will give Lady Tigers the possession.
If we were playing soccer, McFadden just got nutmegged.
What?
You never heard that?
I have not heard of that before. Goggles to St. Clair, now to McFadden. McFadden looks for the inside pass to Friday. That'll be a turnover. .221 to play in a 9-point game. They're going to back off their full court pressure. McFadden going to meet Bowers at half court. Rogers will pass inside for Kennard. That's going to be Lady Tiger basketball off the turnover.
There's a couple quick turnovers there by the Lady Wranglers.
Well, turnovers have been coming in pairs. I gotta get a terminology for the pairs.
No.
With the back-to-back turnovers. That's a volleyball term that we just mentioned there. St. Clair, pump fake three. She'll step aside. Chuck up a three. That's no good. Goggles going to try to save it. McFadden was going to try to get the basketball, and they're going to rule jump ball. This will favor Lander Valley.
Does favor Lander underneath their basket, as we've had a little jump ball fiasco today.
Waiting for St. Clair to tie the shoe. That's where the stoppage comes in. Riverton again home against Evanston. Boys escape a win against Green River yesterday.
Going to see a couple subs come in for Pinedale. Sandner will check into the ball game on top of that. Anderson.
McFadden inbound. We got to get the play started. They didn't know they're ready for it. Pass inside Hamilton. Puts up the shot. That's no good. She'll try to go up again. That's no good. She'll get a third opportunity. That's good.
Third time's the charm for Hamilton.
Goggles going to pick up the... No, they're going to say Goggles poked it out. It will be Pinedale basketball with 1:33 to play in a 7-point game now. It will be bonus from here on out. Rogers comes to the near side. Will pass inside from Mahanovic. And St. Clair rips it out. They're going to roll jump ball first, though. Well, it gives the arrow back to Lander, but Pinedale gets the basketball right back. Bowers will inbound it to Anderson. Top of the arc. Swing it to Bowers. Bowers looks to drive in, loses the basketball, and that will be Lander basketball with 1:13 to play. Goggles will bring it up. Again, Lady Tigers down by 7. St. Clair will pass it to McFadden. Swing it to Friday. Far side, back to Goggles. Goggles now to McFadden. Look for St. Clair, and that's going to be a turnover. Or they ruling that? No, they will rule that a turnover. As Lander was saying, it was touched last by Pinedale, but officials overrule it. And Bowers will bring it up to center circle. Bowers. Rogers looks for the backdoor cut. There's Bowers right there. She'll put it up and good.
Really good play there by Pinedale on the backdoor cut down low.
Friday. The drive in, goes baseline. Bounce pass it to Goggles. Goggles to St. Clair. She'll launch a 3. This one is good. Sandra St. Clair with her first points of the ball game. Cuts the lead down to 8. 31-25, 6-point lead. Bowers, 19 seconds. Pinedale can hold for the final shot if they want. Assuming that they will. Rogers again, they're going to go for that backdoor cut. St. Clair comes up with the steal. 9 seconds. Got to push the pace. Hamilton almost loses it. Friday launches the 3 with 3 seconds. There's the bounce. That's no good. That's going to end the quarter and the half. 31-25. Lander, good start here to start this ball game off. We'll step aside, give you guys some first half numbers. This is Lady Tiger basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
Tires, tires, and more tires. Bailey Tire and Auto Service offers a huge selection, great prices, and fantastic service.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Haley. With over 13,000 tires to choose, Bailey has tires for your ATV, farm implement, car, truck, trailer, semi, lawnmower, wheelbarrow, you name it. If it has a tire, Bailey Tire and Auto Service can fix it or replace it. Bailey Tire and Auto Service is your one-stop complete tire and service shop. Just remember, with Bailey's, there's no tricks, just tires.
The Lander community supports the LVHS Tigers, and Altitude Interiors on Main Street is no exception. Altitude Interiors is Lander's expert in flooring, window coverings, cabinets, and more. The inside of your home is like a team jersey. Every so often, you just need a redesign. The team at Altitude has the best playbook in town and can help you with your projects from start to finish. And they'll make sure you get the look and feel of your dreams. Altitude Interiors supports Tiger Athletics, and they're here for you too at 333 Main Street in Lander.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give him a call at 307-332-7184.
RE/MAX All-Star Realtors are proud to sponsor sports across Fremont County for the 22-23 season. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors was founded in 1991 with the goal of doing real estate in a way that would make our clients' lives as easy and uninterrupted as possible. They've completed many transactions involving residential, commercial, vacant lots, farm and ranch, and investment properties, and can help you with any goal you might have regarding any of these today. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors, 938 West Main Street, Riverton. See them online at RE/MAX Riverton.
Keeping you connected with Tiger basketball. We are the County 10 Sports Network.
31-25 as you hear the Lander band also playing as drumline play yesterday. Get the whole band here for this one on Saturday afternoon basketball at the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse. Again, 31-25 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Riley, what did you see in that first half?
You know, Lander is really picking things up, getting some things going here. This is definitely the best first half we've seen so far. I mean, they did play like this last night, but they really came out today to really pull things back together. I mean, they were down for a little bit, and they've brought it back to 6 points. So you got to give credit to Lander there.
Yeah, Lander holds again trails by 6. Entering is, for some reason, my stat sheet is off by 2 points, but I think I got it correct there. Taking a look at some first half numbers, going quarter by quarter. Lander started the quarter with 12. Pinedale put 15 up. Second quarter, Pinedale led that one 16-13. But again, it's just answering right now. Lander's answering now. They're the ones who are putting the pressure on Pinedale in the ball game. Lander 3-6 from 3. That's actually a pretty good shooting. I think the best, at least in the half so far, for Lander Valley. 10 of 25 overall, and only one trip to the charity stripe. Having some more opportunities. They'll probably look for more of those in the ball game. Pinedale 12 of 22 for 55%. 3 of 8 from beyond the arc. 4 of 7 from the charity stripe.
You know, Pinedale's taken a lot of threes, and it's definitely a lot more threes that I've seen all season from at least one team in one half. And I can only imagine that they're going to keep it up in the second half, as Kennard and a couple of the others have been just throwing up threes from beyond the arc.
Yeah, Bowers for Pinedale leads the way for the scoring with 11 points. You got Kennard with 4, Mahanovich with 4, Gabriella Rogers with 2, Alexis White with 1, Tori Anderson with 3, and Hallie Sander, with 6 in the ballgame. For the Lady Tigers, it's led by Adeline Anderson with 7 points. St. Clair and Winfield each got 5. Friday with 2, Hamilton with 2, Kendall McFadden with 2, Darian Bell with 2, as well as there's more Lady Tigers getting on the point total so far. And I think if you're Lander Valley, I think you're happy with so far. I think you're playing great basketball. I mean, you're getting the pressures, you're causing turnovers, you're making the shots that you need to, you're making the ones that you had good takes and you were missing yesterday. So, I mean, in the first half, I mean, this has been pretty good for Lander Valley.
And yet, they've had a couple of turnovers here and there, but they're fighting back for it. They're coming back by scoring points down low on the free throw line.
It's not hurting them as much as some of the other games might have shown. Again, we have 5 minutes in the halftime intermission. The Lander boys warming up here is this game against Pinedale has big significance as far as the Southwest goes. Pinedale gave a game to Lyman last night. Apologies. That game took place at Pinedale, and the Lyman is off today, so they get to kind of watch what happens with this game coming up as well. We'll step aside for a timeout. We'll be back after this. This is Lady Tiger Basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
Porter's Supply Company in Riverton is proud to sponsor sports and student athletes here in Fremont County. Start your game day off right with the Porter's Pregame Show and get ready for action. Porter's has everything you need to heat your home this winter with the best selection of wood, gas, or pellet stoves. Good luck to all Fremont County teams from Porter's Supply Company. See Porter's Supply on North Federal in Riverton and online at portersmvs.com.
At Central Wyoming College, your future starts here. Join CWC's automotive program and turn your passion for cars into one of the most in-demand technical careers. From classic cars to ones that park themselves, CWC's expert automotive instructors combine state-of-the-art technology, small class sizes, and one-on-one attention to help you earn your certification in automotive service excellence. Apply now for several scholarships available only to our automotive students. Make your way at Central and join the new generation of automotive technicians.
Wind River Internet is proud to deliver quality, high-speed internet to businesses and residents across Fremont County. Wind River Internet is the sponsor for the County 10 live stream and sports in our community. Enjoy high-definition broadcasts. Brought to you by Wind River Internet. They also provide reliable phone services that can help you stay in touch with the important people in your life. Experience greater connection today. To get a quote and start enjoying fast, reliable services, call 307-857-2004. That's 857-2004. Or windriverinternet.com.
Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Don't miss any of the action for Tigers basketball all season long on County 10's YouTube channel.
Again, 31-25 your score. It's still a chance to profess your love with County 10. You can submit a Valentine's to county10.com. That's Valentine's will go on the website, radio, and Facebook. You can find more details at county10.com with 2:25 left here in the halftime intermission. And Riley, I think you just got to keep playing what you're doing. I mean, I don't know what else you would have to do for Lander Valley in the second half to start.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what else to say other than just keep putting points up, keep scoring, just keep doing everything that you've been doing so far in the game. Just make it 2 times better than we already have.
Yeah, put the pressure on Pinedale. I mean, that's helping them out. You saw that with Mountain View. They got frustrated when they did that in the first half, and you got to wonder if that's going to play the same role in this one. We're going to take our final timeout, Riley. Second half action coming up. 31-25. Lady Tigers looking to pull off an upset. This is Lady Tiger basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians. Wear light clothing. Walk on a pathway instead of the road.
Look out for pedestrians.
Avoid distractions like your phone.
Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere. We are the Wyoming and Lady Chiefs. We need you in our stands.
Palace Pharmacy of Lander is proud to be this year's starting lineup sponsor and supports athletics all across Fremont County. Palace Pharmacy in Lander is locally owned and locally loved. Palace Pharmacy combines high-quality products with personalized care. They strive to help you reach your health and wellness goals. Stop into Palace Pharmacy, 1255 Main Street, Lander, or see them online at palacepharmacywy.com.
Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care support Fremont County athletics. We are a locally owned, multi-specialty healthcare group that is proud to serve the Lander and Riverton communities. Our goal is to provide convenient quality care for all ages. We offer a wide array of services including family and internal medicine, pediatrics, women's care, and urgent care. Additionally, we have on-site labs, echocardiograms, stress tests, x-ray, and ultrasound in both communities. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care are here for you in Fremont County. Let's stay healthy together.
You're tuned in to Lander Valley Basketball on County 10's YouTube page.
31-25 your halftime score as we are getting ready here to start the third quarter of action at the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse. Anderson, McFadden, Bell, Friday, and Winfield, the 5 for the Lady Tigers to start this one off. And Riley, you got to wonder too how much of a impact it is to play at home as well. I mean, Lady Tigers they got an extra few games they got an extra few games at home, but again, I mean, home court advantage is big.
They did. They got those games at home, but they've also been on the road for such a long time, and to be able to be back inside their own gym, inside their own venue is just a big plus.
Again, they are playing their second of 4 straight at home. We start the second half with Lady Tiger basketball. Friday will back out. She'll take a 3 to start. That's good!
Good start for the Lady Tigers, taking the first points of the third quarter.
Well, you make that a 2-point lead. They only put 1 on the board, unless I am mistaken. It should be 28-31 as Bowers will put up the shot. That's up and good. You also have 28-33, so confusion where only 1 point was added. Friday to McFadden. She'll launch a 3 as well. That's no good. And it's going to go right to Bowers as she will get the rebound. Bowers to Rogers. Foul. And we'll have opportunities to go. Still, the scoreboard on the actual scoreboard does still show 33-26.
I'm pretty sure that was a 3-pointer that went in, but...
Well, it was 25-31. But either way, as Rogers makes the first, so we will see if that gets changed. 34-26 now on the actual scoreboard.
Hamilton checks in, Anderson checks out.
Second shot is up and good for Rogers. Again, that was McFadden for the foul. Winfield Basketball looks to drive in and was going to try and kick out to Friday. That'll cause a turnover. Mahanovic has the basketball. She'll lose it for a moment. Bowers to Kennard. Kennard going to try to drive in. Bell with the deflection, and the official says all ball, and then we'll go to Pinedale.
That was a good deflection by Bell. Up on the elbow.
Inbound to Rogers, no good, and then they're going to say foul occurred before the shot.
Foul's going to go on Hamilton. That's going to be her first personal.
That'll be the second team foul. Anderson will check in for Hamilton. We hear the bench clapping for Hamilton. She comes to the bench, in pass to Bowers. Winfield will be called for the foul and doesn't like that call. I'll put Winfield with 3 fouls.
That is going to be her third personal. Third team foul.
Frustration starting to show with the fouls. Again, it still says 35 to 28 or 35 to 26. First free throw from Bowers is good. Bowers has got 14 in the ball game.
Bowers also at 82% from the free throw line.
Second free throw is up and good. And it's 37-26. St. Clair with the basketball. We'll pass it off now to Anderson. Anderson will look for the shot, and they're going to say travel came first. So you'll add another turnover to it. Back to the Lady Wranglers. The 6:32 to play. Kennard will turn it over as Bowers couldn't secure the basketball.
Good pressure backcourt defense there by the Lady Tigers.
6:32 to play. No time led off the clock. Anderson was looking for the inbound, and then you're going to get the foul on Sander. That'll be her third.
Going to see Anderson check into the ball game. Tori Anderson from Pinedale.
Rogers will check out. No new substitutions yet for Lander yet.
They gave that foul to Rogers. That's going to be her first personal, first team foul.
I thought you were going to get Sander with it, but they change it. Bell, 3, good!
Good 3 ball there from Bell.
Bowers, inside pass. Anderson was looking for the steal. They're going to say Lady Tiger basketball.
You've got to give credit to Anderson down low there to box out so that Sander had no opportunity to even be able to grab that rebound.
37-29 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Bell will give it to Friday. Friday now. The drive in, loses the basketball for a moment, pass it to St. Clair. Inside pass to Friday on the cut. She'll put up this shot. That's no good. It's going to be Sander with the rebound. Bowers gets the handoff from Kennard. She'll try to drive in, put up a floater shot. That's no good. Anderson will come up with it, and it's going to be jump ball. It will
stay in favor of Pinedale.
Mahanovic to inbound. So we're going to see a new Lady Tiger check in, and Sander will get the rebound off the shot. No good. Puts it back up. It'll be Adeline Anderson who picks up the foul.
They gave that foul to McFadden.
We're going to see Jamie Shoyo Ferris checking in for the first time in the varsity level. Also a freshman for Lander Valley. We're also going to see back into the ballgame Georgia Chance as well. So lots of players getting some opportunities today. Free throw is good. And we'll convert 1 of 2. Is Pinedale. Bell, pass it to St. Clair, looks for the inside pass. It was looking for Anderson. That's going to be a turnover. Kennard, wide open for 3. She's going to take it and make it. Left her wide open. Bell Looks for Chance. Chance now looks for the inside pass to Anderson. Couldn't find Anderson there, and we'll go to Pinedale.
Couple quick turnovers by the Lady Tigers here in the third quarter.
Bowers will bring it up for Pinedale. 41-29 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Bowers, reverse layup is good. She's got 17 in the ball game. Has gotten 6 of them in this quarter alone. Chance, 3, no good. As that is put up, and 1 from Jamie Shoyo-Ferris. I don't got enough people on my roster to put some stats in. That's how many players have actually been in this game for Lander.
Really good start from the freshman. Shoyo-Ferris gets a rebound, puts it back up, and is sent to the line to possibly get 3 points.
Can she convert the and one? She does. And first points of the season on the varsity level for Shoyo-Ferris. Again, hopefully I pronounced that name correctly. Bowers with the basketball. The game now at an 11-point differential. Bowers, we get a blocking call there. I think you're going to get a chance on the call.
Yep, they're going to give that one a chance. That's going to be her first personal. 5th team foul. So now Lander's got to look out because they're getting into some foul trouble here.
Yeah, only 1 to give now. And we're not even halfway through the third. Bowers, drive in, will put up a shot. She's fouled and 1. Chance will pick up her second. Bell going over to Chance to say it's all right. Bowers gets the potential 3-point play coming up. It was easy, just drew the contact that she needed for the foul and gets it. She'll convert the 3-point play. 46-32 now. Bell, top of the key, give it to St. Clair now. St. Clair going to get the screen from Anderson, looks for the inside pass. St. Clair's pass going to be deflected and turnovers. We're going to see a new Lady Tiger check in. Anderson, the basketball, now pass it off to Bowers. Swing it down to Mahanovic to Kennard. Kennard inside to Sander. Anderson with the rejection.
We're going to see Addison Rounds check in for the first time in this ball game for the Lady Tigers.
Also a freshman for Lander Valley. We also saw Anderson of Pinedale check in. Bowers going to launch a 3 with Chance in her face. That's no good. Getting the rebound is Anderson. She'll bring it out. Bowers to Kennard near side. 3:43 to play. Passing out to White, who also checked into the ball game. And you're going to get a moving screen on White.
You'll get that moving screen on White. We're also going to see Rogers check into the ball game for Pinedale.
Checks back in.
Bowers checks out.
Seeing a lot of players in this ball game for Lander Valley. And the lead right now is at 14. That's the biggest lead. So that's going to go out of bounds. It'll stay with Lander Valley again. We have 46-34, but that 3 there from Bell has not been, not sure if we were off or what was going on, but
they called Anderson out of bounds down low. Ball goes back in favor of Pinedale. And it could have been a foot on the line for the 3-pointer that we just didn't see.
Pass to White. White now. They give it to Kennard, and we're going to get a timeout taken by head coach Trent Bowers. So the Lady Wranglers is going to be a full timeout. We'll take one as well. Lady Tigers trail 46-32. We'll step aside. This is Lady Tiger basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
It's more than clocking in or collecting a paycheck. We are a network of caring professionals who want to be here, dedicated to serving our communities. We are Sage West Healthcare, our 2 campus hospitals in Riverton and Lander. We take pride in our region, our people, and our communities. Located in beautiful central Wyoming, filled with natural recreation in our own backyard. We are neighbors caring for neighbors, a community caring for its own. We are Sage West. We are recruiting the best, like you.
Xander's One Stop of Lander wishes the best of luck to all student athletes and sports teams throughout Fremont County. Xander's One Stop has it all: clean gas, ethanol-free fuel, diesel, a variety of household and automotive needs. Stop in for the very best in snacks, lunch, dinner, and much more. Plus, the best liquor selection. And now lottery tickets for the Cowboy Draw Mega Millions Powerball.
Now, back to Lander basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
Well, I got clarification. It is 32-46. Lady Wranglers with the basketball after the timeout. Still out of bounds. It'll stay with Lander Valley. I got to find out who I gave an extra score to. Well, at least we know what the score is now. 3:06 to play. And a 14-point ball game. Rogers will come to the near side. Give it to Kennard. Launches the three. That's off the front iron. No good. Putting back up is White. That's no good. And it's going to be rebounded there by Lander Valley. Bell will push the pace. Give it to Friday. Friday. Screen. Pass inside. And that one is up and good from Shoyo Ferris.
Good dish and dive from Friday to Shoyo Ferris to get the 2 points.
Cuts the lead to 12. Kennard, floater, up, good. And there's that response from Pinedale. They've put up 17 in the third quarter. Bell, pass inside. Shoyo Ferris puts it up. That's no good. And it's going to be Sander with the rebound. White almost has that stolen. Or excuse me, that's Chance. He falls to the ground. It's giving it off here to Rounds. And Rounds will look for Friday, but Shoyo Ferris will save it for the Lady Tigers on the possession. Bell popping up the three. They're going to wave off the shot. Timeout taken by Lander again. 48-34 with 1:48 to play. It's going to step aside as well as this is a full timeout. We'll step aside. 1:48 to play after this on the County 10 Sports Network.
Porter's Supply Company in Riverton is proud to sponsor sports and student athletes here in Fremont County. Start your game day off right with the Porter's Pregame Show and get ready for action. Porter's has everything you need to heat your home this winter with the best selection of wood, gas, or pellet stoves. Good luck to all Fremont County teams from Porter's Supply Company. See Porter's Supply on North Federal in Riverton and online at portersmvs.com.
At Central Wyoming College, your future starts here. Join CWC's automotive program and turn your passion for cars into one of the most in-demand technical careers. From classic cars to ones that park themselves, CWC's expert automotive instructors combine state-of-the-art technology, small class sizes, and one-on-one attention to help you earn your certification in automotive service excellence. Apply now for several scholarships available only to our automotive students. Make your way at Central and join the new generation of automotive technicians.
Keeping you connected with Tiger basketball. We are the County 10 Sports Network.
48-34 here in the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse. As inbound will go to Bell. Lady Tigers took their timeout. They are now at 2 timeouts left. Chance. Bell, thought about a three, goes baseline. Pump fake, put up the shot. She'll be fouled and go to the free throw line. We'll get Lander at the charity stripe for 2.
Foul's going to go against Alexis White. That's going to be her first personal. 4th team foul here in the third quarter.
Bell will put up the first. That's good. Bell with 3 in the ball game. Next free throw is up. No good. Pinedale will come up with the board. Kennard bringing the contact. They're going to say blocking foul on Rounds. We'll send Kennard to the charity stripe to shoot 2. Figuring again, Rounds picks up her first. First free throw from Kennard is good. We'll get one more here with 1:33 to play. Second shot, good as well. 50-35 in a 15-point game. 90 seconds to go. Bell look to drive in. Pass out to Chance. Pump fake 3. She'll try to drive in. Friday. Come back out to Chance. Chance to Bell. Bell will give it right back to Rounds. Can't get the basketball. Got to save it. It goes out of bounds. It will stay with Lander after all that.
Well, goes off the foot of Bowers.
Well, you saved the backcourt violation, but I think the more important thing is it went off a Lady Wrangler.
And it was a really good save there by Rounds to almost intentionally throw it off of Bowers' leg.
Approaching a minute to go. Bell was looking for Choyo Ferris. Friday still comes up with it after almost a turnover, and they're going to say Friday had it bounce off her foot. We'll go to the Lady Wranglers.
1:01 left here in the third. Lander bringing their backcourt pressure off.
Pinedale also in bonus from here on out. Bowers, far side, give it to Rogers. Rogers going to look for the cut to Kennard. Does get it there after it was deflected by Friday. Bonovich. Kennard will go in, pass inside for White, and you're going to get a foul as it will go either on Bell or they will give it to Bell, actually. That'll be your fourth.
Puts Bell in some foul trouble as that's her fourth personal. Alexis White to the free throw line. She's 50% from the free throw line this season as she misses the first one.
Well, she'll look to shoot her average at the charity stripe now. 42.5. That shot, no good. And it's going to be rebounded there by Rounds. Rounds tries to go coast to coast. No, can't get it in. And they're going to have Pinedale push the pace with 30 seconds left. Rogers, 3. Off the front, no good. Be Chance with the rebound. And Bell will slow it down. Now you think Lander will hold for the final shot. Bell to Rounds, top of the key. Will pass inside. It's going to be a turnover. And, well, now you get Pinedale with the final shot. Bowers inside, and it's going to be last touch by a Lady Tiger.
Only 4.4 seconds left here in the third.
Bowers will inbound. Riley said 4.4 to play. Inbound Rogers, matched up by Friday. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Bowers launching a 3. That's going to be no good. Lady Tigers down by 15 in this one. We'll step aside for a timeout. We'll be back after this. This is Lady Tiger basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians. Wear light clothing. Walk on a pathway instead of the road.
Look out for pedestrians.
Avoid distractions like your phone.
Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere. We are the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs. We need you in our stands.
Palace Pharmacy of Lander is proud to be this year's starting lineup sponsor and supports athletics all across Fremont County. Palace Pharmacy in Lander is locally owned and locally loved. Palace Pharmacy combines high-quality products with personalized care. They strive to help you reach your health and wellness goals. Stop into Palace Pharmacy, 1255 Main Street, Lander, or see them online at palacepharmacywy.com. Catch the game on your phone or the comfort of your home living room. Tiger Basketball is streaming all season long on County 10's YouTube channel.
Approach the final 8 minutes. This game is still in reach for Lander Valley. 50-35. We enter the final 8 minutes. It will be Lady Tiger basketball. Winfield, McFadden, Goggles, Anderson, and Choyo Ferris. The 5 for Lander Valley to start the fourth quarter. Shoyo Ferris gets the screen. She's going to take a three, as that's no good. Bowers will come up with the board. And then we start the fourth quarter. Winfield will come up with the steal.
A good block there by McFadden. Let's put her hand up and block that one away. They're going to get a double dribble on Winfield.
Double dribble will make that 17 turnovers for Lander Valley. Almost near that average. Bowers. Give it to Rogers. Looking for Kennard on the cut. They'll try to give it to Sander now as Anderson touched it last. Saved there. Rogers looks for Kennard. Kennard's going to have to run all the way back to save it. Goggles matched up with her. Again, Lady Tigers running man-to-man defense. Anderson looks. Shoyo Ferris was looking to cause the jump ball. Timeout taken before Winfield will come up with the steal. 7:08 to play. Let's see if this is a 30 or a 60. It is a 30.
Hey Lander, thanks for tuning in tonight to support LVHS Sports. Our broadcasts are made possible by great sponsors like Gamble's at 420 Main, right in the middle of town. Shannon Gamble's has truckloads of furniture waiting just for you, and delivery is always free within 30 miles of the store.
That does include Riverton. Riley, we have seen multiple players. I think this is the most we've seen Lander suit up and play in the ball game. And I think right now, playing how they want, they just got to start capitalizing on some shots that they were getting in that first half.
And there's still plenty of time on the clock. 7:08 left here in the fourth. Still plenty of time for Lander to really figure out what they can do down low and really what they can do on the offensive side.
Lady Wrangler basketball on the baseline after that timeout taken by Pinedale. Inbound, Sander puts it up, foul, and 2 free throws coming. Anderson will pick up the foul. That will be her second. We'll send Sander to the free throw line again. Bonus from here on out. Next foul is double bonus for Pinedale. Sander went 50% last time. We'll start off with 1 of 1. 13 of 19 from the charity stripe tonight for the Lady Wranglers. Second free throw. Good, and she'll make it 100%. Goggles. Shoyo Ferris. Get the screen. Pass inside to Anderson. Anderson now kick out to Goggles. Goggles to Winfield. Winfield going to take a three. This one, that's good!
Good shot, take good. Made 3 there by Winfield in the corner.
Bowers. Pass off to Kennard. Kennard will back up, matched up by Goggles. Give it to Anderson. Swing it to Bowers now on the other side. 6:30 to play. Student section getting into the ball game. Bowers will put up the shot. That's no good. And it's going to be a push foul there on Lander. Once again, free throws on the way. Or no, they're going to say on Pinedale.
Going to give a loose ball foul there on Sadner. That's going to be her 3rd personal. 5th team foul, so now Pinedale's got 1 more to give.
I thought that was on Lander all the way, but favors Lander. Shoyo Ferris near side, inside to Winfield. Winfield will put up the 2. That's good!
Good ball movement by Lander so far here in the 4th quarter.
Winfield with 10 in the ball game. It's a 12-point game. Bowers to Anderson. We'll go right back to Bowers as McFadden matches up with her. Another defensive play here would be big for Lander. Anderson. Rogers. Give it to Kennard. Kennard now going to try to go left side to Anderson. Anderson's got a lane. She'll put up the floater for 2. That's no good. Shoyo Ferris comes up with the board. As Goggles will bring it up. 5:37 to play as Winfield will look for the cut. Goggles just missed time dish. He says that's on me.
That was a good drawn up play there to send Winfield down low and have Goggles try and throw it down to her. Just misses the throw.
Make sure you guys stick around for the Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show. We'll make it a quick one. We'll recap, give you guys some final numbers right into the Bailey Porter's Tailgate show for the boys game. Inside pass, Rogers will put up the 2. That's no good. Gets her own second chance in. They'll get a foul there, and who are you going to give that to? Winfield is looking at the official, and that will be on Hayden Goggles. That will be her first personal foul. Rogers at the charity stripe makes the first. That is just the third point scored by Pinedale in the quarter. Make that 4 points now. Goggles will bring it up. Winfield going to take a three. She's trying to keep her shooting streak going. That's no good. And Shoyo Ferris is trying to save it, and she'll step out of bounds.
Good save attempt there by Shoyo Ferris. Just didn't come up with it. We're going to see Friday check back into the ball game. Shoyo Ferris will check out.
Shoyo Ferris, 5 points, 3 rebounds so far in the ball game. She has no fouls though. Anderson crosses the timeline. Winfield playing hardcore defenses. I believe she is playing with 3 fouls. 5 minutes to play. Kennard kick out. Anderson wide open for the three. Winfield closes in. That's no good. Sander will put it up, and Anderson! What the swat? That's a hard swat right there as Sander comes up walking slowly. You got a replay on that?
I do have a replay on that one. Anderson really just said not today.
Basically just ripped it out with one arm. Bowers has that deflected, almost stolen, and it's going to be Bowers who gets it, steps out of bounds, and the Lady Tigers building some momentum here. We're going to see a couple of substitutions. Mahanovic will check in. Alexis White will check in. Lady Wranglers pulling back on their defense with the full court pressure. It's a 14-point game. 4:47 to play. Friday was passing to McFadden. That goes out of bounds, and they will say Lady Tiger basketball as one of the officials was about to point it the other way. Inbound to Anderson. Anderson now. Pass to Goggles. Top of the key to McFadden. McFadden will back up. Looks for the inside pass. Anderson will look for the kind of reverse shot. Can't get it, and it's going to be out of bounds. It'll stay with Lander Valley after the rebound there from White.
Anderson doing her best to try and draw a foul down low to be sent to the line.
Winfield with the inbound. We'll give it to Anderson. Swing it to Friday. To Winfield. Winfield going to take a three. Is this one good? No. Kennard will come up with the board. Kennard tries to take it herself and will do so. 56-40, 4:10 to play. Goggles. McFadden pass inside for Anderson. That's going to be stolen. Bowers has got a 3-on-1. She'll try to Euro step, and Goggles will pick up the foul. That'll be her second. And we'll confirm that. Second foul for Hayden Goggles in the ball game. 4 minutes to play. Bowers at the charity stripe. Bowers has got 20 in the ball game. Looking for her first points of the quarter and does so. Yeah, we'll have coverage of the boys' game after the conclusion of this one. Bowers will look for her second. Puts it up. That's no good. Anderson with the board. And Goggles will bring it up. Crosses the logo, and they're going to say double dribble, and shows the frustration. And a timeout taken by Lander Valley. It will be a 30-second timeout. We'll just keep it right here.
Your scoreboard tonight brought to you by Fremont Therapy in Riverton and Lander. For more than 25 years, Fremont Therapy has been Fremont County's leader in physical and occupational therapy. We are proud to provide experienced clinicals to support our athletes and their families. We wish all Fremont County teams best of luck this season.
Tires. Thanks to Bailey Tire and Auto for sponsoring today's broadcast. It's Bailey Tire and Auto, and Riverton Lander has a huge selection of every kind of tire you can think of. Check them out and stick around for the Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show. You can also check out GoWithBailey.com. 3:53 to play. 57-40 the score right now. It's a 17-point game for Pinedale. 19 points in the third quarter for the Lady Wranglers to Landers 12. And we are underway here for the final 3:53. Anderson, Mahanovic. Friday playing defense, tries to go for the steal. Mahanovic with Winfield poking it out, and they're going to say jump ball. Trent Bowers doesn't like that call as he's the head coach of the Lady Wranglers. It will be Lady Wrangler basketball, so arrow does favor Lander Valley now after this inbound pass. Anderson. Matched up by Winfield. Give it off here to Mahanovic. And just the effort Lander is playing with there, and it's showing right there with a jump ball. I love the effort Lander Valley has shown in this ball game.
They've definitely shown a lot of effort in this one as they've caused so many jump balls, turnovers, you name it.
Goggles. Here's side, give it to Winfield. She'll take a three. This one, back iron, no good. Friday comes up with it. Friday put back. No good, as that will go out of bounds. It will stay with the Lady Tigers. Shoyo Ferris checks back into the ball game for Lander Valley. McFadden will inbound to Winfield. Swing it to Goggles. Goggles now pass inside. Shoyo Ferris puts up the move. That's good!
Good move down low by Shoyo Ferris. A little spin move, put back up for two.
57-42 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Kennard going to go baseline, has a lane. She'll take it and good. Goggles kind of pushing the pace a little bit. 2:50 to play. Winfield loses the basketball. Will go back to Pinedale. 59-42. Lady Wranglers still have a foul to give. Kennard, near side, pass off to Bowers. Bowers now going to take the screen. They're going to say double dribble. It'll just be unofficially the 9th turnover of the ball game for Pinedale. Goggles. Give it to McFadden. Swing it to Winfield. Winfield now to Shoyo Ferris. Back out to Winfield. Cross-court pass that to Goggles. Goggles pass inside to McFadden. McFadden going to put up the shot. It's going to be no good. Anderson comes up with it. Kennard. Near side, we're going to see a couple Lady Wranglers check in next dead ball. Bass on the cut. Bowers puts it up. Winfield with the swat. And White will put it up and one. So Winfield will pick up the foul. That'll be her 4th. No, they're actually going to give that to McFadden either way. It's still 4 fouls. Bowers will check out. Anderson will check out. And Anderson going to check in. Free throw, no good. From Alexis White on the three-point play. Goggles to Winfield. Winfield looks to drive in, puts up the shot. She's fouled and one. Winfield with 12 in the ball game. See that foul. That foul's going to go on Kennard. That's her 3rd. Anderson will check in for Friday.
We'll see Erica Wilson check in for the first time for Pinedale.
1:51 to play here. Winfield will miss the and one. Shoyo Ferris will put it up. That's no good. And got a loose basketball as we're seeing some more Lady Wranglers check in. Erica Wilson, like you mentioned, Riley, is in the ball game. Kennard, floater is up, no good, and White will get the rebound. Rogers. There's a drive in now, pass to White. She'll be fouled and one. So she'll get another opportunity for the three-point play.
We'll see Friday check in to the ball game.
That's the 3rd personal for Heating Goggles. all came in the fourth quarter. She'll check out. We'll get one more here from White. Back iron, no good. Anderson with the board. And so 2 opportunities for a 3-point play. Can't convert on either. McFadden, Winfield to drive in, and we're going to get a foul first. That's going to go with Kennard. That's going to be her 4th. And we'll send Megan Winfield to the free throw line, as that is now bonus for Lander for the final 73 seconds. Winfield's 1-1 is good. First one at least. Winfield with 13. Second free throw is no good. It's going to be Wilson with the rebound. White, baseline. Pass out now. Give it to Kennard as we approach the final minute of this ball game. That's going to be a foul on Joyo Ferris. We'll send Kennard to the charity stripe.
It's going to be Shoyo Ferris's first personal.
Kennard will go for 2 free throws because of the double bonus. First free throw is good. We'll have one more. Second free throw, good as well for Kennard. Anderson thought about a 3. She's going to try and drive in. Has a lane and was looking for the kind of switch the hand thing. That didn't work out. Pinedale with 40 seconds to play in this one will see themselves coming up with the win. Lady Tigers will go to 0-5 in conference play. 4-14 on the season. Anderson almost with the steal. Winfield's now going to try to get the steal. She's got the basketball and she's struggling to stay up. She'll try to save it and then she steps out. And Winfield, I think, was telling one of the officials that she got tripped there. It could have easily been a technical. It's the way Winfield was expressing her frustration. I'm not sure if that was the case. Winfield will try again. She can't get it. Final 8 seconds, 7 seconds, and that will do it. Here from Lander Valley, 65-45 the final. Again, the Lady Tigers fall, but Riley, I know the scoreboard says one thing, but I think it said another thing for Lander Valley tonight.
It definitely said another thing. You know, they really came out and played the best of their abilities in this one. They had so many different substitutions come in and go out, but they really fought through it all.
We're going to take a timeout. We'll step aside. A quick Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show. This is Lady Tiger Basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
Tires, tires, and more tires. Bailey Tire and Auto Service offers a huge selection, great prices, and fantastic service.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Haley. With over 13,000 tires to choose, Bailey has tires for your ATV, farm implement, car, truck, trailer, semi, lawnmower, wheelbarrow, you name it. If it has a tire, Bailey Tire and Auto Service can fix it or replace it. Bailey Tire and Auto Service is your one-stop complete tire and service shop. Just remember, with Bailey's, there's no tricks, just tires.
The Lander community supports the LVHS Tigers, and Altitude Interiors on Main Street is no exception. Altitude Interiors is Lander's expert in flooring, window coverings, cabinets, and more. The inside of your home is like a team jersey. Every so often, you just need a redesign. The team at Altitude has the best playbook in town and can help you with your projects from start to finish. And they'll make sure you get the look and feel of your dreams. Altitude Interiors supports Tiger Athletics, and they're here for you too at 333 Main Street in Lander.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give him a call at 307-332-7184.
RE/MAX All-Star Realtors are proud to sponsor sports across Fremont County for the 22-23 season. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors was founded in 1991 with the goal of doing real estate in a way that would make our clients' lives as easy and uninterrupted as possible. They've completed many transactions involving residential, commercial, vacant lots, farm and ranch, and investment properties, and can help you with any goal you might have regarding any of these today. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors, 938 West Main Street, Riverton. See them online at RE/MAX Riverton.
It's time now for the Bailey's Tire and Auto postgame show on KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM, and the County 10 Sports Network.
Final here, 65-45 as the Lady Tigers fall in the matchup, and now it drops the Lady Tigers to 0-5 in conference play, 4-14 on the regular season, Riley, but this was a good matchup, I think, for I think this was some of the best basketball we have seen from Lander Valley.
This is definitely some of the better basketball that we've seen from Lander Valley, and it also could be a tale of they're at home finally for the first time in forever, and this is their second home game, and it's like we said earlier, the hometown crowd really does play effect into these games, and it could very well be that point, but they really did come out and play to the best of their ability in this game.
I can concur to what you just said there, as we're going to get final numbers here. Leading the way, Megan Winfield with 13 points, Elin Bowers with 21, Lady Tigers shooting 18 of 41. From the field, the Lady Wranglers shot 21 of 38 unofficially. 5 of 11 from 3, 4 of 12 for the Lady Wranglers. In this one as they fall in this matchup. 12, 13, 12, and 10. Lady Tigers did score double-digit figures in every quarter of the ball game. The Lady Wranglers did so too. 15, 16, 19, and 15 as well. Riley, we're going to get quickly into the Porter's Tailgate Show for the boys game. Again, brought to you by Porter's Mountain View Supplies. They're a proud sponsor of this broadcast today. As Porter's want to remind you that winter is here right now. It's time to prep your wood, gas, or pellet stoves for the season. They got everything you need from new installs to supplies and accessories. That's Porter's on North Federal and Riverton, online at portersmvs.com. Pinedale, both teams come in this game after an overtime contest. Pinedale lost theirs, Lander won theirs. Lander had a big lead, and then going into the overtime intermission, they were able to prevail. 5 free throws from Brendan Stauffenberg helped lead the way. The Wranglers fell 54-52, Riley, in their contest. Again, Pinedale fell to Level and Powell last week. They're currently riding a 5-game losing streak. Their longest winning streak of the season is just 2 wins. Again, Lander defeated Mountain View yesterday in their overtime victory. They fell to Powell last week and defeated Level in overtime. And Pinedale made this game against Lander a good one at their home court.
They definitely made this one a good one at their home court, as Lander did come out with the win in that one. And it'll be interesting to see, they've played each other before, they've seen each other before, but we're in Lander territory this time instead of Pinedale territory.
Yeah, most seniors for head coach Marcus Hellin, the Pinedale Wranglers. They are kind of dealing with the injury bug at the current moment. Some common notes since 2006, 25-7, the record for Lander Valley. Tigers again won that last matchup 60-52. Lander in the last 5 outings, Riley, 335-192. That just shows you how much Tigers have kind of dominated this matchup. But again, it's a new season, it's new teams, and the last time showed. In the last matchup again, that was a final. Brendan Stauffenberg finished with 22 points. Josh Gozar with 16 in the loss. The Tigers shot 42% overall, while Pinedale shot 32. Tigers 44% from three-point range, while the Wranglers, if I'm not mistaken, 9 points. Tigers 8 of 18. Wranglers shot 23 threes and only converted on 2 of them. That's tell you how the shooting went that night as well. This is going to be a good matchup either way.
It'll definitely be a good matchup either way, whether it's stats, numbers, you name it, but they've seen each other before, and they're going to look at each other again.
This game means a little bit more to Lander. I mean, both teams are not going to say it, but if Lander wins, Lyman, I believe, is also 4-1 in conference play. They will force a chance for the 1 seed next week, or in 2 weeks, excuse me, so they got some time to prep. But this is a win the Tigers need if they want to have an opportunity to win the Southwest Quad heading into the regional tournament. Riley, with that, we're going to get right into this pregame interview that I caught up with head coach Stu Mullins. We're going to get into that right now. Back here on the County 10 Sports Network here with head coach Stu Mullins. And coach, a tough one last night. That fourth quarter once again kind of got you guys, but you still are able to pull it away in overtime.
Yeah, it's hard to win in conference, no matter who it is and who you are. Just look at Riverton last night, nearly got knocked off by Green River. It was a very close game till the end, and that's one of the best teams in the state, playing a team that's won 3 or 4 games as well. So it's hard, and you scout because it matters a little bit more. And that all being said, we played great for 3 quarters. We just got to finish, and we got to find a way to do it.
How do you kind of avoid those scoring droughts? Sometimes it just happens naturally. Sometimes it's kind of forced. But how do you just kind of make sure that you guys don't kind of let that get to you guys? You've shown it before, but how do you guys just keep getting away from that more often?
Well, and looking back at it, it's always something different every single time. And, of course, if you hit a couple of those wide-open threes, it's different. Against Level, you hit your free throws, it's different, So if there's anything, it's probably like we need to continue to attack the basket. Whether, no matter what's happening, and maybe some of those shots that are falling earlier, we need to create by drawing more people and kicking it out. And, but you look at all the shots that we took, and we had some bad turnovers. Bennett throws the ball away right at the beginning of the fourth quarter. Abe is quadruple teamed and just the ball gets tipped. But after that, it was really just open shots not going in. And so, we talked about it a little bit. When you got a team like that 2-3 zones you and you've got an 11-point lead, you got to strike that balance between being aggressive but also making them come get you. And so, we'll continue to get better at it, but again, we can't discredit the 3 quarters that we've got. We've just got to finish stronger.
Yeah, and you guys, I thought, were very patient in that first half, especially against that 2-3 zone. And you were kind of talking about conference a little bit just because of how much more it means. And, I think it's showing with the Southwest. Pinedale and Lyman went to overtime, so you guys are both kind of coming off of overtime-ish stuff. But just talk about this Pinedale team. What do you know about them from that first matchup and what they've done since, and what's the game plan going in?
Yeah, they're as good as there is in the state, honestly. And they've got 3 really good guards, and they've got a big that killed us last time. So, the thing for them too is they shot the ball really badly when we played them, and we're still in the game. So, we've got our work cut out. The McMillan kid was hurt the last time we played him. He probably played 10 minutes against us. He played every minute last night against Lyman. So he's another kid we're going to have to account for. But I think there were opportunities in our game against them last time that I felt like we could have just blown the doors open. And so hopefully that opportunity will present itself today too.
All right, Coach, always last question. X factor difference maker. Ultimately, what's it going to take to go 1-0 today?
No, I think you can answer that, right? It's finish. So, I think our kids are wanting to do that. They want to go show that they can finish it out, and so it's in their hands. They got to go and attack the basket a little bit more, and make their free throws and not turn the ball over when you've got momentum and all those types of things. So if we can do that, we've set ourselves up in really good situations against everybody pretty much that we've played. We've just got to go finish.
All right, Coach, thank you for your time. We'll talk to you after the game.
Awesome, thanks.
We're back here on the County 10 Sports Network. And we'll just cut it right back here as we're going to get the starting lineups for the boys game. It's brought to you by Palace Pharmacy, locally owned and locally loved. You can stop into Palace Pharmacy today or visit them at palacepharmacywy.com. Riley, starters for the Wranglers.
Starting for the Wranglers, we got number 12, a sophomore, Alex Skozar. Number 15, a junior, Bridger Kaiser. Number 21, a junior, Owen McMillan. Number 32, a junior, J.C. Ramage. And number 41, a senior, Colby Bailey.
They're going to be in their road green uniforms with the camo stripe, orange numbers and letters with the white accent on the numbers. Lineup is going to look a little bit different tonight. There is one change for the Tiger boys as they're in their whole white uniforms, green numbers and green letters with the green stripe and logos on the shorts. Wearing number 2, Parker Sixby. Wearing number 10, Braden Lincoln. Number 15, Bennett Washburn. Number 23, Brennan Stauffenberg. And the new change coming back into the starting lineup is number 24, the senior Abe Lopez. Again, Lopez coming off the bench last couple of games, and he's back into that starting lineup. And Riley, this again, we expect a good matchup. It's going to be Brennan Stauffenberg and Colby Bailey at center circle. Again, this is the most seniors on the Pinedale team that Pinedale has had under head coach Marcus Helland.
Definitely, a big matchup between the two teams. We saw one beforehand, personally, with the first game that we played, and now with this one. So, going to be an interesting outcome, hopefully in favor of Lander.
We will have 8 minutes on the clock. Scoreboard is reset here, and we are going to be underway. It's going to be controlled by the Tigers, and we start 3A Southwest boys squad play. Again, Briley, these two teams went into overtime. Stauffenberg will put up a 2. That's good.
It's always a good start for Lander when they get the first points on the board.
7:40 already is the 2-0 lead for the Tigers on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Washburn pokes it out with a steal. First turnover of the ball game. Stauffenberg. We'll see the pace pick up just a little bit here. Lopez is 3. Rolls off. Lincoln gets the basketball. He'll pass it right to Lopez. That's no good. And we're going to have a fight for the basketball as nobody finally picking it up is going to be, Brody Hamby. As that's going to be no good. Ramage with the rebounds. Lincoln will poke it out for another steal.
Good steal there by Lincoln down low.
Stauffenberg. Spin. Puts up the shot. That's no good. It's going to be rebounded there by Owen McMillan. Gozar. Pass it off. Bailey wide open. And that will go in. Tied at 2 apiece. Stauffenberg crosses the timeline. We'll give it off to Washburn. Now to Lopez. Lopez to Sixby, who had 14 yesterday. Sixby looking for the no-look pass. Washburn comes up with it. Bounce pass it to Sixby to Lopez. Lopez is going to launch the 3. That's a little short. And it's going to be Sixby with the rebound and then loses it. And it's going to be right there for Bridger Kaiser for 2.
Lopez going to bring the ball up for Lander.
Lopez, far side, will try to drive in. Aggressive play right there. Gives him his first deuce of the ball game.
Good aggressive play there by Lopez to take it from one side of the court to the other.
Ramage inside the paint, tries to make a spin move. That's going to be a turnover by the Wranglers. Stauffenberg will put it up and good. Avoids the charge call. Is standing right there was Gozar.
Good job by Stauffenberg to avoid that possible charge.
Yes, Bailey can't corral the basketball. And it's another turnover. Already 4 turnovers for Pinedale. Stauffenberg will bring it up court. Give it to Lopez. Lopez now. Pass to Sixby. All the back to Lopez as Stauffenberg will launch a 3. That's a little short. Owen McMillan with the rebound. He'll give it to Ramage. Ramage has got a couple of the beat and can't get the score. Bennett Washburn with the board. Lopez gonna have a carry call.
Gonna see Brody Hamby check into the ball game. JC Ramage will check out.
Get it however you may be tuning in, live on the video or also on KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM. Appreciate you tuning into this broadcast of Lander Valley basketball. And again, Lander, I don't want to say it, I mean, every game you want to win, but this one is kind of more of a, you kind of have to win. Gozar for 3, no good. Washburn tries to get the rebound, can't get it. Kaiser comes up with it. Kaiser already with a score in the game. McMillan, he's going to try a 3. Front iron, rolls. It's going to be in the hands of Bailey. Lopez will hand it to Stauffenberg.
That's an interesting way to steal the ball. Lopez kind of sat down on the court and then stole it.
Well, it's the safest place to get it without anybody going in. Nobody was reaching down. Foul occurs first.
Going to see Caleb Bartoni check into the ball game.
It's going to be Josh Gozar with the foul. Bartoni checks in for Lincoln. And foul goes to Josh Gozar. That's his first. Stauffenberg gets the inbound. Give it to Lopez. Lopez to 6B. Back to Lopez. He'll drive it. He's got a lane. Nice dish to Washburn, but right behind is Gozar, and then they're going to say jump ball. He'll favor Pinedale.
Good pass from Lopez to give it off to Washburn down low. Unfortunately, that ball is blocked away and then called a jump ball.
Geyser gets the inbound. Tigers bring a little pressure here. Bailey underneath, looking for the underhand. Can't get it. Stauffenberg with the deflection. Bailey's going to try and go again. He'll underhand it all the way to the other side, and then you're going to get a jump ball. He'll favor Lander. So back to the Tigers. 6-4 game here. We already got a couple of lead changes, a couple of ties. That'll be Lopez. Bring it up for the Tigers. Across the center court, 3:54 to play. Tigers going to swing the basketball around right now. Pinedale man-to-man defense. Lopez going to try to go right side, kick out to Bartoni. On about a three. Doesn't take it though. Back to Lopez. 6B. Stauffenberg. Top of the arc, launching the three, front iron. No good. That almost went in off the tip from Pinedale. That looked like it was last touched by a Wrangler. McMillan to Bailey. Bounce pass back to McMillan. Launches the three. That one's deep. That hits back iron, lands in the hands of Lopez. Lopez now. Stauffenberg, wide open three. And that's what happens when you leave a player wide open for a three.
Good three-ball shot taken by Stauffenberg.
Gozar inside to Bailey, kick out to Hamby for three. That one's good. They'll get you from beyond the arc. Timeout taken by Pinedale. 30-second timeout. We'll just keep it right here.
Porter Supply Company in Riverton is also proud to sponsor OVHS athletics this season and wants to remind you that the beautiful weather we've had isn't going to last forever. Porter's has everything you need to heat your home with wood, gas, or pellet stove this winter. That's Porter's on North Federal in Riverton and online at portersmbs.com.
Big thanks to Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care for sponsoring this broadcast. The staff at the clinic in Riverton and Lander want to remind you not to ignore those annual wellness visits. Make your appointment at Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care, and let's stay healthy together. 9-7 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Hammy makes a three on the answer shot from Stauffenberg. There's where the lead sits right now. Pinedale took their first of 5 timeouts. With 2:57 to play in the first. Lander 1 turnover to Pinedale's 4. And we are underway after the timeout. It was only 32nd. Lopez, Stauffenberg. Pass inside to Washburn, as that's going to be last touch there by a Wrangler. That was Colby Bailey who last touched it. It will go right back to the Tigers.
Kind of an interesting position down low to pass it in.
Lincoln, we have that stolen, and it's going to go out of bounds. It will stay with the Tigers, because the Wranglers didn't really get a possession on it. Bartoni. Stauffenberg launches a three again. I'll go off the one side of the iron to another, and that's no good. It's going to be rebounded there by Michael Hosler, who's in for the first time. McMillan, Hamby, he's going to launch a three. Can he go back-to-back? And he can't. That gets poked out. Hamby gets it right back. He'll put up a floater from 15. That's no good. So a couple opportunities. Lopez ends up with his 3rd rebound of the ball game. He'll look for Washburn. That's going to be a turnover. And then turning it right back over. Washburn comes up with it. Lopez now. Crossover. Puts it up. He's going to be rejected, but the charge comes first. Lopez will pick up his first. And once again, this home crowd, this student section finally making some noise after not liking that shot, but it's the first time we've really been able to see the student section. I mean, there's a lot of athletic events going on at Lander Valley, so it's hard to get the student section for a home event, but, you know, with not many home games left, Riley, you got to show up for the home team. Bartoni pokes it out. Hosler comes back up with it. Gozar now. So we'll see 6B check in, next dead ball. Gozar, charity stripe shot, up and good. Gozar had 16 in the last ball games as his first score of the ball game. 16 against the Tigers, to clarify. Lopez near side. Give it to Lincoln. Lincoln now going to try to cross over. Drive in, looks for Washburn to Lopez. 3, good!
And that's really good ball movement by Lander. Really taking their time again today to find the right shot.
Hosler, near side, right at the bench. He'll look to go baseline. Puts up a shot, and Bartoni trying to send it to the second level up there. Can't get it, though, but nice play there from Bartoni. You're soon looking at that replay right there.
Owen McMillan checks into the ball game. Josh Gozar will check out.
Kaiser to inbound, give it to McMillan. McMillan step back, then take the 3, though. Kaiser to Bartoni is limping just a little bit, and Kaiser, knocks in the 3. 6B. Washburn back to Stauffenberg. 47 seconds to play. We're tied at 12 apiece. Stauffenberg drive into Bartoni. He's going to launch a 3. Even if it goes in, it doesn't count.
Foul's going to go against McMillan. That's going to be his first personal second team foul here in the first quarter.
Stauffenberg will inbound for the Tigers. 41.4 to play. Inbound will go to... that was Bartoni. Lincoln, foul, he'll go to the line. And he'll get 2 free throws.
That foul's going to go against Brody Hamby. It's going to be his first personal. 13 foul here in the first quarter.
We're going to see Kean Iron Eyes check in just a moment after the first free throw from Lincoln. Back iron, no good.
We'll also see Josh Gozar check back into the ball game.
Stauffenberg will check out.
Hosler will check out.
One more free throw coming here from Braden Lincoln. Tied at 12 apiece with 35.1 to play. Lincoln knocks in the second. It gives a 1-point lead for the Tigers. 13-12. Gozar. McMillan. Right back to Gozar. Gozar. Stu Mullins was looking for a carry call. They don't give it to him. Gozar to Hamby. Pinedale can't hold for the final shot they want. Handoff down to Kaiser. Back to Gozar. 10 seconds. Screen. Gozar. Give it now to Kaiser. He'll drive in, put up the shot. That's no good. 1 second. Put back. That's no good. Tigers hold a 1-point lead. 13-12. We'll step aside. We'll be back after this. This is Tiger Basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians. Wear light clothing. Walk on a pathway instead of the road.
Look out for pedestrians.
Avoid distractions like your phone.
Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere. We are the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs. We need you in our stands.
Palace Pharmacy of Lander is proud to be this year's starting lineup sponsor and supports athletics all across Fremont County. Palace Pharmacy in Lander is locally owned and locally loved. Palace Pharmacy combines high-quality products with personalized care. They strive to help you reach your health and wellness goals. Stop into Palace Pharmacy, 1255 Main Street, Lander, or see them online at palacepharmacywy.com. You're tuned in to Lander Valley Basketball on County 10's YouTube page.
13-12 as we enter the second quarter of play here. And right now, Stauffenberg with 7, Lopez with 5, Lincoln knocks in a free throw. That's where we're at with 13 points. When we are underway, Pinedale basketball. Gozar on the near side. We'll get the screen from Bailey. Gozar going to launch a three. That one is up and no good. Bartoni comes up with the board, and they're going to say jump ball. It'll favor Lander. We'll have Tiger basketball as the Wranglers now showing some pressure. Stauffenberg will give it to Bartoni. Bartoni now will go right back to Stauffenberg. He'll look to drive in. He'll get fouled first. He'll get rammed for the foul. That'll be his first.
Fourth team foul. So Pinedale's got 2 fouls to give before it puts Lander in the 1-and-1.
Sixby will inbound it to Lincoln, swing it to Lopez. Popping up the three is a little short. Lincoln was coming up with it. Lopez is going to save it. And Pinedale looking for the traveling call. I think that's the right call to not make that call. Lincoln misses the floater, gets the rebound, bounce pass to Lopez. Spin move is up and good.
Lopez just put Pinedale in the spin
cycle.
Yeah.
Bartoni with the steal to Lopez. Nobody there, and he'll put it up for 2. It's an interesting sequence of events there, Riley.
Definitely interesting. You know, Lander coming out on top. A couple steals, couple buckets here and there.
An update from Wyoming University of Wyoming basketball fans as McMillan launches the three. That's no good. Ramish will come up with the rebound. Bailey comes up with it. Gozar three is good. Gozar with 5 in the ball game makes it a 2-point lead for the Tigers, 17-15. Lopez will try to drive in here, pump fake. He'll try to go up for the underscore, and he'll be deflected there by Josh Gozar. Cowgirls defeat the Lady Falcons of Air Force 62-56. The Cowboys game will play later. You can hear that after the Tigers play. Bartoni, fadeaway 2, no good. End up in the hands of McMillan. Again, the weirdest thing, Riley, Pinedale doesn't have a single-digit player on their jersey number.
That's still beyond me, but, you know, it happens.
Shot there from Kaiser, no good. Stauffenberg with the board. Stauffenberg drives in, has the lane. He'll take it. No. 2 free throws coming. Kaiser is probably the one that gets called for the foul. He will. 5:49 to play. Stauffenberg will go to the free throw line and shoot 2. Pinedale has 5 team fouls. Lander with 1. Stauffenberg will miss the first. We're seeing that foul a little lower for Lander. I like to see that. 1 more free throw from Stauffenberg, and he will miss both. McMillan with the board. Gozar going to try to take the lead, and he will.
That's 2 deep, quick three-pointers taken by Gozar.
Lopez, we're going to see Washburn check in, next dead ball. Stauffenberg elbow shot is up as he falls to the ground. It's going to stay with Lander.
Going to see Washburn check in.
Get a substitution coming. There's the substitution now as
Lopez checks out.
6B will be the inbound man on the baseline far side. 6B looks. Lob it to Stauffenberg. Back to 6B. Thought about a 3. Back to Stauffenberg. He'll drive in. Puts up the shot. And they're going to say late foul.
Foul's going to go.
Sorry, Riley, got ahead of you on that one. My apologies. His second. We'll see Stauffenberg back to the free throw line. He will make his first. We'll have 1 more here.
Stauffenberg 59% from the free throw line this season.
Make that 2 of 2. That's the first 2. You'll make it up with the next 2. Gozar almost has that stolen from Lincoln. Tigers back up to a 1-point lead here. Kaiser, McMillan, Top of the key, swing it to Gozar, far side, launches the three. That shot's no good. Lincoln will come up with the board. And then it's almost stolen. 6B comes up with it. Give it to Stauffenberg. Now you got to beat that 10-second clock. He'll finally get over the timeline. Bartoni. Pump fake, looks for Washburn. That's going to be a turnover by the Tigers. And a long pass to Gozar. That's up and good. You're going to see this lead change start to go up very high if they go back to back, or they go back and forth. Bartoni. Top of the key, swing it to Washburn. 4:32 to play. Stauffenberg. Drive in, put up the floater. That's no good. Those are going to come up with the rebound there. Gozar. Swing it to McMillan. McMillan now inside to Bailey. Bailey matched up by Stauffenberg. Pump fake up and good. Colby Bailey with 4 points in the ball game. Stauffenberg's got a lane if he wants to use it. Stauffenberg, as that gets poked out, he'll stay with Lander Valley. Abe Lopez is going to check in here. See a couple of Wranglers check in. Nicholas Sletton is checked in.
Brody Hamby also checks in for the Wranglers.
Lander basketball, 3:56 to play here. Lopez. Go baseline, looks for 6B. 6B. Back to Stauffenberg inside of Lincoln. He'll put up the shot. That's good!
Good put back there by Lincoln to get the 2 points on the board for the Tigers.
22-21 on Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Lopez is going to poke it for the steal, and then got a foul occurring. That's going to go against Sletton. That'll be his first. That means, Riley, it's bonus.
It is bonus from here on out. Still 3:30 left here in the second quarter.
Stauffenberg 2 of 4. Tigers 3 of 6 on the day. Stauffenberg has been to 4 of the 6 opportunities. First free throw good. And Stauffenberg already got 10 in the ball game.
It's only the second quarter.
Waiting the next free throw, good. And Gozar will bring it up court. Hamby to Ramage. Washburn with the rejection. I'm going to say it's Pinedale basketball. Pinedale's going to challenge that. It was contact, but at least from this angle, we can say that it looked all ball. But again, we're up here. Ramage puts it up now. He'll get fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. Foul will go against Abe Lopez. That'll be his second. It's only the team's second, so Lopez both fouls for Lander Valley.
We'll see Colby Bailey check into the ball game.
Ramage misses the first.
He's going in for shooter.
Ramage will get one more. Free throw is good, and we are tied at 23 apiece. 7 ties, 6 lead changes so far in the ball game.
Those are some magical numbers. Not numbers you really hear going that high.
Well, if it's a game like this, I expect it to be a little bit more higher as we get further into the ball game. If it stays kind of like this. Washburn, far side. It's Lopez, thought about a three. He'll drive in and look for Stauffenberg. Pump fake, Stauffenberg again, up and good.
Good pump fake down low by Stauffenberg.
Sletton to Gozar, under 3 to play. Look for McMillan. McMillan now. He's going to back up on 6B. Washburn will poke it out into the hands of Stauffenberg. He's looking for 6B, and that's a turnover. And then Lopez will poke it out.
Lots of movement between both teams here.
Stauffenberg is a point away from his average on the season. He averages 14 points a game this season. 2:30 to play, Sletton near side. Tigers are running that 2-3 zone. Almost lost it there was McMillan. We'll back up, give it to Sletton. Sletton back to McMillan, launches to 3. That one's short. Stauffenberg with the board. Lopez, Lincoln, pump fake. Almost loses it again. Cross-court pass that off to 6B for 3. Good! Parker, 6B for 3, and the Tigers' lead is up to 5, biggest of the game. Gozar, elbow shot. Looks for the answer, can't get it. Lincoln will come up with the rebound. Stauffenberg brings it over the timeline with 1:45 to play. Washburn loses it, and they're going to get the foul on Bailey, and they'll send Bennett Washburn to the free throw line.
Bennett!
28-23. Washburn at the free throw line. First trip today, looking for his first points of the ball game.
That's Bailey's first personal foul.
Washburn will miss the 1-and-1. It'll end up in the hands of Hamby. We approach 90 seconds to go. Goes our Hamby. Top of the key, swing it to Sletton. Now to Gozar, back to Hamby. McMillan. We drive in right side. We'll pass it to Sletton, and it's a turnover.
Ball's turned over. Bridger Kaiser checks back into the ball game. Josh Gozar checks out.
28-23, 1:18 to play here. Lopez has it out to 6B, now Lincoln. Lincoln will fake the pass, try to drive in. He's looking for a shot. Will kick out to 6B. 6B, baseline, back to Lopez. Watch out there, that almost nailed him in the nose, and they're going to say travel first. So travel first before the 3. That could have made that a 31-23 game for the Tigers, but remains at a 5-point lead again. The biggest lead for Lander Valley in the ball game. Pinedale's is 3. Halftime approaching shortly. We'll talk with head coach Melinda Cox of the Lady Tigers. Ramage, 2 is good. Well, excuse me, that's Ramby. Apologies there. Stauffenberg will bring it up. 38 seconds to play. And now he'll cross the timeline. Tigers are going to slow things down here. Washburn, 6B, drives in, looks up for the shot, can't get it. And Ramby will lose it. He'll stay with Pinedale with 22 and a half seconds to play.
Sub coming back into the ball game. Josh Gozar checks in.
This could potentially...
Sletton will check out.
A sign that Pinedale might want to hold for the final shot. They really want to. Gozar to McMillan, right back to Gozar. And that's what Pinedale is planning to do. Ramby with the basketball. 6 seconds to play. Ramby is going to be fouled. You still got fouls to give, though.
You have plenty of fouls to give. Bartoni's going to check into the ball game.
Lopez will check out. 5.1 seconds to play here. Pinedale can tie it or make the lead for Lander at 1. Gozar drives in, 2 seconds to play, 1 second. That's no good, and that will be how the first half ends. This is 28-25. We're going to step aside for a 30-second timeout. We'll catch up with head coach Melinda Cox here shortly. This is Tiger Basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
It's more than clocking in or collecting a paycheck. We are a network of caring professionals who want to be here, dedicated to serving our communities. We are Sage West Healthcare, our 2 campus hospitals in Riverton and Lander. We take pride in our region, our people, and our communities. Located in beautiful central Wyoming, filled with natural recreation in our own backyard. We are neighbors caring for neighbors, a community caring for its own. We are Sage West. We are recruiting the best, like you.
Xander's One Stop of Lander wishes the best of luck to all student athletes and sports teams throughout Fremont County. Xander's One Stop has it all. Clean gas, ethanol-free fuel, diesel, a variety of household and automotive needs. Stop in for the very best in snacks.
Catch the game on your phone or the comfort of your home living room. Tiger Basketball is streaming all season long on County 10's YouTube channel.
28-25 at the halftime intermission here as we're here with head coach Melinda Cox. Coach, I know the scoreboard doesn't say, but I thought that was the best game you guys have had in this year.
I think so too. You know, first and foremost, Pinedale's a great basketball team. They've got a player on their team that is unreal. I mean, she's a legit basketball team or player and a team player, and so she helps her whole team come up. So my hat goes off to them. But yeah, we saw some really good things tonight, and I'm actually very proud of their effort.
I was gonna say the scoreboard I don't think really tells the story of the ball game, and again 65-45 was the final, but you kind of throw some surprise out there. We saw multiple players check in. I believe 4 freshmen in the ball game overall, or sorry, 5 freshmen have played in that ball game today. What was the decision behind that?
Well, I think it's kind of maybe it's self-explanatory a little bit. I mean, if anybody's been watching Lander girls basketball, you know that we've been struggling to score. And, you know, I've given those other kids an opportunity to make some corrections and do some things different. And I haven't seen the intensity and the things that I need. And we've got a bunch of young kids that are good. And so we just decided that it was time. I
thought Jamie Shoyo Ferris came in and just immediately just knew what she was doing. I mean, she put up, I'm trying to make sure I get this correctly. I had to get my stat sheet changed up. 4 rebounds, 7 points. And, you know, I thought all of the players that came in for you, I think, made an impact somehow.
Yeah, you know, the first sub, freshman-wise, was Georgia Chance, who had to come in for McFadden, who was, you know, tasked with trying to guard Bauer. And Kendall does a great job. She's super athletic. She works her butt off. But Georgia can match that a little bit. And, you know, she got tested a little bit tonight, but she did a good job. And then Shoyo, you know, she's just a solid kid. She understands basketball. And there was a mismatch. You know, she was guarding a little guard, and she does just fine. She knows exactly what she needs to do, what her strengths are, and she really helped us tonight.
Yeah, I mean, also, I think this game, too, I think maybe it is a momentum builder. I mean, again, just because of how well you guys played in this one, and Coach, it doesn't get over. You get 2 more home games left, and how exciting is it going to be to get that final 2 games, especially one of them being against Thermopolis on senior night? You know, we really need to get some wins. We've been in some games, and we've not played well at other times, and this is a close game for quite a bit of it. And we were in the game into the 4th quarter, which is good for us. But next weekend is really important as we head into a regional tournament, that we can get some wins and be successful. Yeah, you get non-conference play against Thermopolis and Worland at home, the final 2 home games of this season. It doesn't feel like many home games. I'm going to ask you that question later about just not as many home games. I mean, you got more for the boys, but again, not as many home games as maybe last year saw. Yeah, and you know, that's a typical season where you're going to, one year you're going to have more home games, and the next year you'll have less, and that's just part of high school basketball. We like to be home, we like to play here, it's nice, and our kids shoot well here, and they're comfortable here. So hopefully, especially for young kids, that's really important. I thought the shooting, that was gonna be my next thing. The shooting, I thought, was the shots that you guys were hoping to get in yesterday, I think went in today. They sure did. And you know, Megan Winfield had a great game today. She's just working hard. She hasn't been able to get any shots to fall, and she had some really good shots. She drove hard to the basket, played good defense, and did some really good things as well. Coach, I appreciate it. Thank you for your time, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks, Wyatt. Thank you, guys. Coach Melinda Cox will step aside for a timeout. Back after this.
Fremont Therapy Group has been a proud supporter of Wyoming athletics for more than 25 years, providing highly trained clinicians to treat athletes and their families. Our locally owned clinics offer a wide range of specialties like aquatic, vestibular, and pediatric therapy. On staff, we have specialists certified in dry needling, sports and orthopedic therapy, and a certified hand therapist now seeing patients both in Riverton and Lander. Our women's health specialists can help with everything from incontinence to pre- and postpartum care. Our 6 locations in western Wyoming are all built for physical and aquatic therapy. To find out more or to schedule an appointment, go to FremontTherapyGroup.com.
High Country Hearing Center supports patient hearing health care with a superior standard of practice for our Wyoming families, and we are proud to sponsor sports and student athletes all across Fremont County. High Country Hearing Centers has been serving Wyoming's hearing health care needs since 1979. High Country Hearing Centers will always provide superior hearing instrument technology and standard of care practices to help you stay connected with family and help you maintain a more active and healthier Wyoming lifestyle. Make an appointment today in Lander at 1460 West Main or in Rock Springs at 514 Broadway.
We are Maven. We focus on the fundamentals.
Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Don't miss any of the action for Tigers basketball all season long on County 10's YouTube channel.
Back here on KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM, Lander, Wyoming. Also, Riley Bowie on the broadcast, Wyatt Bariska, Jared Ness at radio control. We're streaming this game live on the County 10 YouTube channel. Again, we want to remind you that Valentine's Day is approaching. Profess your love with County 10. You can spend the Valentine to county10.com, as those Valentines will go on the website, radio, and Facebook. You can check out more details at county10.com. Riley, 28-25, and this game has not been a lead more than 7. I mean, the biggest lead right now has been 5 points in this ball game.
Yeah, I mean, it's been really competitive between both teams, and you can see it with just not only the score, but how they've played so far.
And also, I want to make sure I give a quick shout out to Melinda Cox for coming up for the interview. We also want to forget our Lander Medical Player of the Game. We're going to give that to Megan Winfield, who had a great game. Her shots are starting to kind of come in at the right time. But taking a look at some stats here for the boys' game, 10 of 20 Landers shot unofficially, 50%, 3 of 7 from 3, 5 of 9 from the charity stripe. Pinedale, 10 of 30, 4 from 10 from 3, and only 1 trip to the free throw line so far. The Tigers have not made any fouls. I think, 2 fouls the entire half, and those were both on Abe Lopez.
They had 2 fouls the whole entire half compared to Pinedale's 8, I believe.
They leave 8, yeah. I had 8 fouls, you are correct, Riley. And quarter by quarter, Lander 13, Pinedale 12, second quarter 15-13 for that one as well. Leading the way for the Wranglers is Josh Gozar with 10. For the Tigers, it's Brendan Stauffenberg with 13 points in the ball game right now. 6 lead changes, 7 ties in the ball game so far. And with that, we're going to step aside for our final timeout. We'll give you guys second half action coming up. This is this is Tiger basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
Tires, tires, and more tires. Bailey Tire and Auto Service offers a huge selection, great prices, and fantastic service.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Haley. With over 13,000 tires to choose, Bailey has tires for your ATV, farm implement, car, truck, trailer, semi, lawnmower, wheelbarrow, you name it. If it has a tire, Bailey Tire and Auto Service can fix it or replace it. Bailey Tire and Auto Service is your one-stop complete tire and service shop. Just remember, with Bailey's, there's no tricks, just tires.
The Lander community supports the LVHS Tigers, and Altitude Interiors on Main Street is no exception. Altitude Interiors is Lander's expert in flooring, window coverings, cabinets, and more. The inside of your home is like a team jersey. Every so often, you just need a redesign. The team at Altitude has the best playbook in town and can help you with your projects from start to finish. And they'll make sure you get the look and feel of your dreams. Altitude.
Now, back to Lander basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
28-25 as we get set here to start the second half of play here in this one. It's going to be 6B, Lopez, Bartoni, Lincoln, and Stauffenberg. I was waiting for the 5th one. I was assuming it was him, but I don't want to assume things when they say if it was somebody else and somebody else went on the court. But either way, Tigers are looking to keep this lead. 28-25 again. Biggest lead for Tigers been 5 in this ball game. The Wranglers nailed a 3 to give themselves a 3-point lead. And we get set here for the second half. Riley, I mean, Tigers just got to convert some shots, but now the story, what Coach says, finish the ball game.
Yeah, definitely got to finish the ball game. I hate to say this, but maybe this is one of those games that goes into an overtime.
We will find out here again. Both teams were in overtime. First shot by McMillan is good, and that is how we start the second half. Pinedale fell in their overtime game last night against Lyman, 54-52. Lander won their overtime game against Mountain View. Had a great game. Lopez, top of the key as we approach 30 seconds into the second half. 27-28 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Stauffenberg, spin, pump fake, put up the shot. He'll go to the free throw line. He's already 1 point away from his average on the season.
Fouls on Ramage. That's going to be his second personal, first team foul here in the third quarter. So again, Pinedale starting out with the foul count team-wise.
Stauffenberg nails the first free throw, and if you're the Tigers, you want to keep that foul count low. So it did pay dividends last night. Second free throw good. And it's back to a 3-point lead for Lander. 30-27 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard as Ramage Stauffenberg with a deflection. Bailey pass inside to Kaiser. Kaiser now going to try to play some post defense basketball, and then we're going to get a foul, and I believe you're going to get Stauffenberg for his first.
They will give that one off to Stauffenberg. That's going to be his first personal, first team foul.
Send Kaiser to the free throw line. Kaiser has got 5 points in the ball game so far. Kaiser's first free throw is good. Cuts the lead down to 2. And 6 lead changes, 7 ties so far in this one. And Riley, when you mentioned the overtime, if this game does go into overtime, Tigers will have played their 3rd straight game to go into that overtime intermission. But again, Stu Mullins emphasized finish the ball game as that goes out of bounds. It goes off of Lincoln's head, and it will be Pinedale basketball.
See the Tigers playing that backcourt 2-1-2 defense.
The student section, the theme is beanies. The beanie hats that you put on the head. That's their theme. That's why, if you were seeing that on the video stream, as the camera goes by. Ramage, top of the key. Matched up there by 6B. Tigers are still running that 2-3 zone. Gozar tries to drive in. We'll put up a 2. Good. Stauffenberg with the board. Stauffenberg will spin, put up a shot, and it takes the shooter's bounce.
Definitely took the shooter's bounce on that one for Stauffenberg. As he gets almost a steal, has it, and then knocks it out of bounds himself.
Right back to Pinedale. 32-29 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Gozar to Ramage. Ramage now. Give it off now to McMillan. 6 minutes to go in the quarter as we approach 2 minutes in the half. Kaiser, floater from 15, no good. Colby Bailey with the putback and good. And it's down to a 1-point game. Lopez near side. He'll try to drive in. He'll look for the shot. Can't get it. It'll be McMillan with the board. He's going to try to push the pace here. Go coast to coast. Stauffenberg will knock it out. And goes right back to the Tigers with a 1-point lead. Lopez, Stauffenberg, top of the key to 6B. He'll launch a 3. That one's no good. J.C. Ramage with the board as that one gets thrown out of bounds. Turnover by the Wranglers makes it 8 turnovers in the ball game.
Going to see Bartoni check into the ball game. Lincoln will check out for the Tigers. 5:16 left here in the third quarter. 32-31 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Tigers on top.
Stauffenberg calling for some insurance. Make sure there's the full court pressure could be beat. 6B wide open for a 3. He doesn't take it. Swings to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg going to put up the shot. That's no good. Lopez. And good. Underneath is good. Timeout taken by head coach Stu Mullins in a 34-31 ball game. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll just keep it right here for you. And again, we want to thank We want to thank Wyoming Catholic College as our proud sponsor of this broadcast, and they sponsor our academic spotlight every game. The college salutes all the students and staff at LVHS and wishes them well this school year. LVHS Student of the Week goes to Kyra Simonson, and that is again brought to you by Wyoming Catholic College.
Hey, Lander, thanks for tuning in tonight to support LVHS Sports. Our broadcasts are made possible by great sponsors like Gamble's at 420 Main, right in the middle of town. Shane at Gamble's has truckloads of furniture waiting just for you, and delivery is always free within 30 miles of the store.
It does include the town of Riverton with 4:54 to play, 34-31 on that Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Both teams each with a team foul. Stauffenberg picked up his first. Tigers only had 2 fouls in the first half. Want to keep that foul count low. Carrying the Lander drum line. And it's going to be Pinedale basketball after the made shot by Lopez. Kaiser inside McMillan, right open. That almost just got wedged in there.
Would have been an interesting jump ball scenario.
Would have favored Lander either way. Lopez, Stauffenberg, pop up 3 from the top of the key is good. Lopez with 20 in the ball game. Full court pressure. Kaiser to drive in. Will dish it off to McMillan. Bartoni falls. McMillan will put up the score. And it's back to a 4-point game, 37-33. Washburn will travel with that one.
Going to see a couple subs check into the ball game for Pinedale. Brody Hamby and Michael Hostler will check into the ball game. J.C. Ramage will check out on top of that one. Owen McMillan.
Kaiser inbound to Gozar. 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. No lead bigger than 6 in this game so far. Tigers had that 6-point lead against Pinedale's biggest lead's been 3. Inside pass, Bailey pump fake, and they're going to say travel first. And she'll say Marcus Helen, the head coach of the Pinedale Wranglers, jumping. Stauffenberg just to drive in, kick out 6B, launches the 3 from the far side, is good.
Good 3-ball shot taken in the corner by 6B.
Kaiser looks to take it himself. Shot's no good. Bartoni with the rebound. Stauffenberg now pump fake, put up the shot, is good. And now Stauffenberg with 22 points in the quarter so far. Pass. Hamby out of bounds turnover, and the defensive pressure for the Tigers starting to come into play.
Pressure starting to come into play here for Pinedale. Pinedale's going to take a timeout here.
It's going to be a full timeout. We'll take one as well. 42-33, Tigers up. We'll step aside for a timeout. This is Tiger Basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians. Wear light clothing. Walk on a pathway instead of the road.
Look out for pedestrians.
Avoid distractions like your phone.
Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere. We are the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs. We need you in our stands.
Palace Pharmacy of Lander is proud to be this year's starting lineup sponsor and supports athletics all across Fremont County. Palace Pharmacy in Lander is locally owned and locally loved. Palace Pharmacy combines high-quality products with personalized care. They strive to help you reach your health and wellness.
Now, back to Lander Basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
Back here on KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM, also streaming online on the County 10 YouTube channel and also on the Facebook page. If you're tuning in, we can't thank you enough for tuning into this broadcast. Tigers lead 42-33. Starting a little run right now. Tigers already 14 points in the quarter so far. Lopez. Bartoni almost loses the basketball. Bartoni to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg going to go left side. He'll put up the shot. That's good.
Good shot put up there by Stauffenberg, down low on the block for 2.
Gozar pushes the pace, and it's going to be...
They just called a foul down low on the ground.
Foul first before the turnover.
Foul's going to be on Washburn. Call a push in the back down low. That's going to be his first personal. Second team foul.
Bailey gets the inbound pass. Lopez almost poked it out. Sixby with the steal. And now Sixby's going to try to push the pace. Goes baseline, kick out, and it's going to go actually deflected by Kaiser first. It'll stay with Lander Valley. And every time Lander scores, Riley, and holds Pinedale scoreless on this run, that extends that lead. Washburn, Lopez has a 3. He's going to take a deep 3. That one front iron, no good. It's going to be Gozar with the board. That's a deep pass to Kaiser. Washburn will pick up the foul.
It's going to be his second personal foul. Third team foul here in the third quarter. Going to see some subs check in for Pinedale.
You want to talk about crazy basketball weekend last weekend? If I had that right by what I read earlier, is Kaiser made that first free throw. Cheyenne East and Cheyenne Central in the girls basketball game. It's a good one. We'll try to get that final score here in just a minute.
Going to see Brooklyn John check into the ball game for the first time here for the Tigers. Lopez will check out. We also saw McMillan check into the ball game for Pinedale.
Kaiser makes his second.
Sletton will check into the ball game. Kaiser will check out.
44-34. As Washburn will get the inbound, give it to Bartoni. Bartoni will try to put up the floater, is good. That's Bartoni's first score of the ball game. McMillan stolen there by Sixby, and Sixby falls to the ground, and you're going to get the foul called first.
You will get that foul. That foul's going to go against McMillan.
It'll be his second.
That is going to be his second personal. Second team foul here in the third. So foul count for both teams still hanging out kind of low.
Sixby will bring it up. Give it to Bartoni. He'll take the handoff to Sixby. Bartoni, under 2 to play here. Stauffenberg. Pinedale, they're running that 2-3, but playing a zone. Sixby back to Stauffenberg. We'll swing it to Brooklyn John, who's into the ball game. John's 3, that's no good, and Washburn had to back off on that one to avoid the call. Gozar almost loses it for a moment. McMillan's going to try to pass it off to Ramage. That's going to be out of bounds. It will stay with the Wranglers.
Going to see Abe Lopez check back into the ball game for the Tigers. Stauffenberg to check out with just 1:26 left here in the third quarter.
46-34 still. Inbound, McMillan pops up the 3, no good. Bartoni comes up with the rebound. Lopez, far side, drives in, pump fake, nice pump fake there by Abe Lopez to get the deuce. Lead up now to 14. Gozar, elbow, head, looked like it got deflected there. Bartoni comes in, he's going to be called for the foul. And then you hear the crowd in that one. Hoping for that one to come back.
They actually gave that foul to Lopez. That's going to be his third personal. Fourth team foul.
Just by the way it looked, you could have got either one.
Going to see Bailey and Kaiser check in to the ball game for Pinedale.
Ramage makes the first. We'll have one more here.
Hamby and Josh Gozar check out of the ball game.
Yeah, upset. Number 4 Thunder Basin 54. Number 2 Cheyenne East 49. That's a big one. Ramage makes the second. 12-point game. Under a minute to play here. Lopez has a lane. He's going to try to take it. Foul comes first. 2 free throws underway. 20-point quarter by Lander Valley. Pinedale has put up 12.
Foul goes against Sletton. That's going to be his second personal, third team foul.
Brady Lincoln going to check in. Lopez knocks in the first. Washburn will come out. We got one more free throw.
Lopez is 62% at the free throw line this season.
One more. And it's 50-36 with 47 seconds to play. Bailey is wide open. Pinedale didn't even see him. And that benefits the Tigers as they were able to come back on the press. McMillan, 3, good. Well, I guess you'd rather take the 3 than the 2 in that instance. Under 30 to play.
Especially if you got a shooter's shot out on the corner.
Bartoni. Give it off to 6B. We'll pass right back to Lopez. Lopez. Almost at center court. We'll let this back off. 7 seconds to go. Tigers will play for the final shot. Lopez gonna try to drive in. Step back 3. It's good! Wow! Take a look at that replay. Step back 3. Ankle breaker. I would say that's an ankle breaker. We'll step aside. 53-39. We'll be back after this. This is Tiger Basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
It's more than clocking in or collecting a paycheck. We are a network of caring professionals who want to be here, dedicated to serving our communities. We are Sage West Healthcare, our 2 campus hospitals in Riverton and Lander. We take pride in our region, our people, and our communities. Located in beautiful central Wyoming, filled with natural recreation in our own backyard. We are neighbors caring for neighbors, a community caring for its own. We are Sage West. We are recruiting the best, like you.
Xander's One Stop of Lander wishes the best of luck to all student athletes and sports teams throughout Fremont County. Xander's One Stop has it all. Clean gas, ethanol-free fuel, diesel, a variety of household and automotive needs. Stop in for the very best in snacks, lunch, dinner, and much more. Plus, the best liquor selection. And now lottery tickets for the Cowboy Draw, Mega Millions, Powerball, and Lucky for Life. It's all here at
keeping you connected with Tiger Basketball. We are the County 10 Sports Network.
Well, that's a great way to end the third. A step back 3, 53-39 for the Tigers as they lead this one. Lincoln kick out to Lopez, the one who just made that buzzer beater. Stauffenberg going to try to put it open his own 3, misses, but Caleb Bartoni is right there to put it up and in.
Good down low rebound by Bartoni, and then to put back up a shot and get 2 points out of it.
Geyser. McMillan, he's got a 3. He'll try to respond. That's no good. It's going to go out of bounds. It'll go back to the Tigers, excuse me.
Ball goes off the hand of a Wrangler. Ends back in Tiger Nation.
55-39. And this is the Lopez, Lincoln. They're going to try to put up a shot, loses the basketball. Lopez will touch it last as it goes out of bounds. It'll go to Pinedale. Now you got to finish the quarter, and this is the one you probably want to finish on. And just trying to see how many points they had in that fourth quarter yesterday. I'll get you guys on in just a moment. That goes out of bounds, and it will be a turnover by Pinedale. .7:15 to play. I'm trying to get how many points in that fourth. Only 6 points in the fourth quarter last night against Mountain View. 6B, Bartoni. We'll give it off now to Lincoln. Swing it to 6B. 6B now back to Stauffenberg. Top of the key. Swing it to Lincoln. Lincoln. Wow, that stolen there as Kaiser was right in the passing lane. Lopez makes it. A play, he smiles and claps. That is Awesome to see. That was a great play by Lopez. He just made just enough, and we're going to have a foul as Stauffenberg stares down at Kaiser. Kaiser's going to pick up the foul.
That foul's...
Maybe a second. But just enough to cause the miss. Was Lopez on that steal. Inbound goes to Bartoni. Stauffenberg. Give it to Lopez. He's got a three. He's going to take it, and he'll make it in. Lopez with 20. That's 2 Tigers in with 20 points or more. Gozar with Bartoni with the deflection. Gozar look for the foul and one. Can't get it. Stauffenberg will come up with the board, and then we're going to get a foul.
Foul's going to go against Kaiser.
Maybe his third. It's 5-team fouls, so only one to give for Pinedale in a 58-39 ball game. Stauffenberg with the basketball. Give it off now to Bartoni. Swing it to Lincoln. Lincoln going to take the screen from Bartoni. We'll look for Lopez. Lopez just saves it in time. Give it back to Lincoln. 6B. Look to drive in. Give it to Lincoln. To Lopez. Little spin. Kick out 6B. He's got a three. This one hits the bat or side iron. No good. As that goes out of bounds. Nice play by 6B to throw it off of Ramage.
It's a really good play there by 6B to realize where he's at. Grab the ball out of bounds. Throw it off a defender and get the ball right back.
5:40 to play. 58-39 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Lincoln will get the inbound and keeps dribbling as he falls, and then he's going to fall, and then you're going to get the foul. And you're going to get McMillan. Pinedale is going to argue that it's a backcourt violation. McMillan picks up his third. It will be Tiger basketball.
Pinedale fouls one more time. It's going to throw Lander into the 1-and-1 scenario.
Tigers got 2 fouls to give. Stauffenberg loses the basketball. Ramage comes up with it. Lincoln going to pick up the foul. Doesn't like that call, but they're going to say that's on the ground. I thought that was on the shot, but they must have got it right before the shot. That's 5-team fouls for Lander. Kaiser looks inbound to McMillan. Kaiser again, baseline will look. It's going to be stolen there. Just a little over the head. 6B, nice jump stop, can't get it though. It's going to be Lopez who comes up with it, and then they're going to say, I'm going to think they're going to call for the travel, and they will. Lopez was just trying to get it, and he was falling down.
Tried everything in his ability to stay on his feet.
And he was just trying to get the steal there. Bailey put up no good. And that's going to go off of the leg of Bartoni. And Bartoni had to be out for most of the second half yesterday.
See Washburn check into the ball game at the next Stead ball.
5 minutes to play in the fourth. Kaiser shot, no good. We'll send him to the free throw line though. I think you're going to get stopped from, but they're going to give that to Lincoln.
That's going to be his third personal. 16 fouls. So you got
next foul will put both teams in bonus. As Kaiser gets the shooter's roll. Lopez will check out. One more free throw here with 5 minutes to play. And are they going to say they're not going to give him the free throw because of the foul? We'll take that free throw off. Fouls. Bailey the foul, excuse me. Timeout taken by Pinedale. And it's going to be let's see how long this is. I think you're going to get a 60-second. Will be a 60-second. We'll take a 30-second. 58-41 with 5 minutes to play. We'll step aside for a timeout. Back after this.
Fremont Therapy Group has been a proud supporter of Wyoming athletics for more than 25 years, providing highly trained clinicians to treat athletes and their families. Our locally owned clinics offer a wide range of specialties like aquatic, vestibular, and pediatric therapy. On staff, we have specialists certified in dry needling, sports and orthopedic therapy, and a certified hand therapist now seeing patients both in Riverton and Lander. Our women's health specialists can help with everything from incontinence to pre- and postpartum care. Our 6 locations in western Wyoming are all built for physical and aquatic therapy. To find out more or to schedule an appointment, go to FremontTherapyGroup.com.
Keeping you connected with Tiger Basketball. We are the County 10 Sports Network.
5 minutes to play in the ball game. Fremont Therapy scoreboard shows 58-41. And right now, Bartoni's at the free throw line. Not sure why. It's going to be... Oh, it's because of that foul at the other side. Okay, that makes a lot more sense now.
Lander's now in the 1-and-1. That's also why.
Took me a second to get there, but we got there. Bartoni looking for points 5 and 6. He will get 0.5 right there. Get one more free throw here. Is Bartoni the one who got fouled there by Bailey. And it's 60-41. Shot up is no good. Washburn with the rebound. And we're going to get a timeout taken by head coach Stu Mullins. And it's going to be what is it going to be? A full timeout. We'll take another one. 4:46 to play, 60-41. We'll be back after this.
Porter's Supply Company in Riverton is proud to sponsor sports and student athletes here in Fremont County. Start your game day off right with the Porter's Pregame Show and get ready for action. Porter's has everything you need to heat your home this winter with the best selection of wood, gas, or pellet stoves. Good luck to all Fremont County teams from Porter's Supply Company. See Porter's Supply on North Federal in Riverton and online at portersmvs.com.
At Central Wyoming College, your future starts here. Join CWC's automotive program and turn your passion for cars into one of the most in-demand technical careers. From classic cars to ones that park themselves, CWC's expert automotive instructors combine state-of-the-art technology, small class sizes, and one-on-one attention to help you earn your certification.
You're tuned in to Lander Valley Basketball on County 10's YouTube page.
Only 2 points scored by Pinedale in the fourth. Lander has put up 7 so far with 4:40 to play. Washburn, Stauffenberg going to launch a 3 here. That's going to be all no good. Bailey came up with the board. Gozar, who's been checked in this game, only 10 points so far. Ramage. Millen for 3, short. Bailey's putback is good. Cuts the lead down to 17. Washburn will bring it up. Washburn will have that deflected by McMillan into the student section. We'll go right back to the Tigers. Abe Lopez will check in. We're going to also see Michael Hostler, who I haven't seen in a while in this game.
Saw him a little bit in the first half. Now checking in the second half. On top of that, we're going to see Brody Hamby check into the ball game. J.C. Ramage will check out.
4:08 to play. Lopez will get the inbound pass. Casper or the Lander Nordic skiing team coming back from Cody, where they were, and that's going to be an offensive foul, and we're going to get Lincoln, I bet, for the foul, unless they...
Foul is going to go on Bartoni.
Lincoln's expression, and we're going to get a timeout taken by head coach Stu Mullins. We'll just keep it right here.
The scoreboard tonight is brought to you by Fremont Therapy in Riverton and Lander. For more than 25 years, Fremont Therapy has been Fremont County's leader in physical and occupational therapy. We are proud to provide experienced clinicals to support our athletes and their families. We wish all Fremont County teams the best of luck this season.
Again, big thanks to Bailey Tire and Auto. This broadcast doesn't end when the clock runs out. Stick around for the Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show. Bailey's employs 130 Fremont County residents, always looking for career-minded individuals to work out in a variety of departments. Check out GoWithBailey.com to learn more. 60-43 with 3:58 to play. 3:58 to play again. 60-43 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. With both teams in bonus now. Amby going to inbound to Gozar. Tigers did take the timeout. Lincoln almost with the steal. Amby will kick out. McMillan swing it to Gozar for three. Rolls out. That's no good. Kaiser comes up with it. It's going to be out of bounds. Turned over by the Wranglers.
Gonna see man-to-man backcourt defense from Pinedale.
Lopez take it over center court. Tigers scored 25 in the third quarter. Pinedale scored 14. Stauffenberg, top of the key. Will look to drive in, pass out to 6B. 6B will spin it. Kick out Bartoni, swing it to Lincoln right there. Floater, shot's good.
Good ball movement by Lander over in the far corner.
Lincoln with 5, first score of the second half for Lincoln. Gozar, McMillan, he's going to go baseline, put up the shot. That's good. Approaching 3 minutes to play. Lopez was almost going behind the back, almost turned that over, loses the basketball. Bartoni pokes it out. Stauffenberg comes up with it. 6B's got a three. He'll take the three, and he'll make it. 6B with 9 points in the ball game. And we're going to see 3 new Wranglers check in. Next dead ball. McMillan's going to respond with a three, but he can't make it. Lopez with the rebound. Lopez across the center court, loses the basketball, stays in bounds. Kaiser comes up with it, and then Kaiser's going to lose it, and it's going to stay with Pinedale, though.
We'll see Washburn check into the ball game.
Check in for Lopez.
Bailey Sletton and J.C. Ramage checking into the ball game for the Wranglers.
2:21 to play. 20-point ball game here at the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse, campus of Lander Valley High School. Ramage, three. Miss. Washburn comes up with the board. Stauffenberg will slow the pace just a little bit here. The Tigers now can work with the clock here. Stauffenberg. Bring it up now to Washburn, now to 6B. Pass off to Lincoln, back to Stauffenberg. Washburn, Bartoni to Lincoln. Pass inside, Washburn's gonna put it up, and it goes in. What a good time to get your first points of the ball game. 67-45 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. As Slutton almost lost it, and it's gonna be timeout taken by Pinedale before the 10-second clock. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll just keep it here with 1:36 to play. Again, make sure you guys tune in to KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM's Coffee Time with Vince Tropea, the host, every Monday through Friday from 8 to 9 a.m. Stay connected with the community through interviews about local news, local events, local art, and locals themselves.
Porter Supply Company Riverton is also proud to sponsor LVHS Athletics this season and wants to remind you that the beautiful weather we've had isn't going to last forever. Porter's has everything you need to heat your home with wood, gas, or pellet stove this winter. It has Porter's on North Federal in Riverton and online at portersmbs.com.
1:36 to play here. Again, 67-45. I think when Stu Mullins says it's got to finish games, I think they are doing that so far. Brooklyn John and Alex Gozar will check in.
Anito Black is also out on the court for the first time.
Keaton Iron Eyes will also check in next dead ball. We're also seeing Peyton Bell in the ball game. Bailey to Sletton. Sletton now will swing it to Hamby. Pump fake three. He'll look to drive in, spin. Put up the shot, back iron, no good, and go out of bounds. It will remain, or go to the Tigers.
Alex Gozar going to check in for the Wranglers. Brooklyn John checks into the ball game.
Iron Eyes again in the ball game. He'll get it into Lincoln. Lincoln now, as he's seeing full court pressure by the Wranglers. Iron Eyes will get it over center court. Iron Eyes behind the back, and goes out of bounds.
Iron Eyes out here acting like the Harlem Globetrotters.
He's trying to get a little fancy with it. 67-45. And with that, approach the final minute. The Tigers are going to improve to 12-6 on the season, 3-1 in conference play. Or excuse me, 4-1 in conference play. The Wranglers will go down to 8-11, 2-3 in conference play. Alex Gozar's three is no good, and it's go out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Wranglers, I believe so. Wranglers have attempted 18 threes in the ball game. They've only converted on 5. Inbound will go to Bailey. Hand off now to Alex Gozar. Almost falls down. Hostler. Back now is sliding inside Bailey. Bailey tries to spin, big, put up, good. Okay, make sure you guys stay tuned for the Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show. We'll talk with head coach Stu Mullins, give you guys some final numbers and what is to come. Next week's going to be a very long week. I mean, not a long week, but a good week for Lander Valley. Senior night Friday against Thermopolis. We'll play on Saturday as we approach the final seconds here. And that'll do it. 67-47 your final. The Tigers are 12-6 on the season and 4-1 in conference play. And now they will see alignment for a potential 3A Southwest game that could determine big seeding. We're going to step aside. We'll give you guys the Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show here on the County 10 Sports Network.
Tires, tires, and more tires. Bailey Tire and Auto Service offers a huge selection, great prices, and fantastic service.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Haley. With over 13,000 tires to choose, Bailey has tires for your ATV, farm implement, car, truck, trailer, semi, lawnmower, wheelbarrow, you name it. If it has a tire, Bailey Tire and Auto Service can fix it or replace it. Bailey Tire and Auto Service is your one-stop complete tire and service shop. Just remember, with Bailey's, there's no tricks, just tires.
The Lander community supports the LVHS Tigers, and Altitude Interiors on Main Street is no exception. Altitude Interiors is Lander's expert in flooring, window coverings, cabinets, and more. The inside of your home is like a team jersey. Every so often, you just need a redesign. The team at Altitude has the best playbook in town and can help you with your projects from start to finish. And they'll make sure you get the look and feel of your dreams. Altitude Interiors supports Tiger Athletics, and they're here for you too at 333 Main Street in Lander.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give them a call at 307-332-7184.
RE/MAX All-Star Realtors are proud to sponsor sports across Fremont County for the 22-23 season. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors was founded in 1991 with the goal of doing real estate in a way that would make our clients' lives as easy and uninterrupted as possible. They've completed many transactions involving residential, commercial, vacant lots, farm and ranch, and investment properties, and can help you with any goal you might have regarding any of these today. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors, 938 West Main Street, Riverton. See them online at remaxriverton.com.
It's time now for the Bailey's Tire and Auto postgame show on KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM, and the County 10 Sports Network.
This is the Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show, again brought to you by Bailey Tire and Auto, as we want to give a big thanks to them as Bailey Tire and Auto They have a selection of every kind of tire you can think of in Riverton and Lander. This is, again, the Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show, and can't thank them enough, and thank all of our sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Tigers come out with the 67-47 victory. Tigers improved now to 12-6 on the season, 4-1 conference play. That conference record is now big now, as Lyman's going to be a good one. Again, the Tigers fell to Lyman. That's their lone loss of the conference season. And Lyman's, I believe it is against Pinedale. Yeah, Pinedale made the game winner against Lyman, so that's Lyman's lone loss. Taking a look at some final numbers here. First quarter, we'll go quarter by quarter. Lander Tigers got 13 to Pinedale's 12. Second quarter, 15-13. This is the big quarter, Riley. 25 in the third, 14 in the third for Pinedale. And the Tigers were able to finish it off. 14 points in the fourth to Pinedale's 8.
You know, Lander really came out on top as far as scoring goes and everything else. I mean, they really came out in the, I think you said it was the second quarter they had 25 points.
Third quarter.
Third quarter they had 25 points. They really came out in the second half and really put up as many points as possible. I know there was 2 players in the 20s range of points, so that's also a big thing.
Yeah, we'll get to those in just a minute. Tigers unofficially 24, if I'm not mistaken, 24 of 41 for 59%. Again, that's unofficially. 11 of 15 from the charity stripe at 73%. 8 of 16 from three-point range. That's a good shooting night for Lander, if I am not mistaken. For the Wranglers, 17 of 45 from overall range. You got 5 of 18 from 3. You got 8 of 10 from free throw land for the Wranglers. And, I mean, Riley, again, 8 of 16. When you make half your threes, that's a pretty good day, and especially at that number.
Yeah, especially with that number. I mean, it's always a plus when you make half of your threes and even more than half of your threes. But, you know, Lander really came out on top.
Yeah, for the Wranglers, we'll start with them point-wise. They had 3 in double figures. Bridger Kaiser with 11. Josh Gozar with 10. Colby Bailey also finishing with 10 points on the night. Good news is, Riley, they're not playing in their third straight overtime game. And, again, we'll talk with head coach Stu Mullins, but that was his one thing he talked about, finish the ball game. And I think that is something to say about this one. Taking a look at some of for the Tigers, 2 players, like you mentioned, Riley, in 20-point figures. Brendan Stauffenberg with 24 on the night. You also have Abe Lopez as well with 21 as well. As we're actually going to have head coach Stu Mullins actually here right now, and we'll just get into that interview. Head coach Stu Mullins, again, head coach of the Lander Tiger boys. And, Coach, you got to finish the game, and you did it today.
Yeah, we did, finally. And, yep, super proud of the boys. I mean, it was all them, and you know, we changed our pressure just a little bit, and that was enough to kind of get us going. And we converted on the other end and forced them into a bunch of turnovers, which against a team like this that's really good and really solid, 5 across, was a good feather in our cap.
I thought it was a good shooting night, too. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, 8 of 16 from beyond the range. You guys were able to make some of those shots that you were mentioning were not going in yesterday as well. But, I mean, just overall, I mean, like you mentioned, both sides of the basketball tonight was, I think, stellar for you guys, and especially in a game like this where it had lots of implications as far as going into the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, for sure. You know, to hold a team that scores, 64 a game, something like that, to, to their 47, I think it finished, so that says everything. And they're so well-rounded. I mean, they've got 5 guys that are almost in double figures, and they've got a big that's strong and tough, and but I mean, this is probably the best that we've played, definitely for a long time, but maybe all year.
Yeah, 39 points in the second half, 25 in the third. You guys were just going guns blazing in that third quarter.
Yeah. Like I said, we kind of changed our pressure a little bit, and we're able to get some steals, and guys were flying around getting tips, and we were obviously hitting threes, and Brennan, that's a tough matchup for them. They just don't have anybody to guard him, so he was able to kind of do what he wanted.
Yeah, play outside, can play inside. He finished with 24 in the night. You also had another player in the 20-point figures with Abe Lopez with 21. Just
nice.
Talk about how, I mean, just letting those two go to work. I mean, Lopez is more the aggressive guy going inside. And, I mean, everybody was doing good. I mean, you got threes everywhere. I mean, just what a scoring performance for you guys.
Yeah, and we needed it. It felt good to kind of stretch our muscles a little bit and get out there and flex a little bit. So it was, and I told the boys after, I felt like we were this close. Obviously, yesterday, you finished that fourth quarter, you're feeling a lot better about things. But this is, I thought we were getting better, and tonight kind of proved it.
Yeah, and I think it really shows, and especially you can take that momentum into next week. And, Coach, I'll ask you that, but you only get 2 final home games, and one of them being on senior night. Just kind of what does a game like this do for next week, especially when you got Thermopolis and a team that you kind of want to get back on in Worland?
Sure. Thermop is really important, honestly, for tie-breaking purposes. So we've got to come ready to play. It's not just a pomp and circumstance, kind of a no game. I mean, the tiebreakers with Lyman, are going to be cross-squad play, and so Thermop beat Lyman, so we've got to make sure that we hold that. But they're a good team too. So, and then Worland obviously is probably playing the best in the state right now. But that's a team that we feel like if we played well, we could obviously do a lot better than we did the first time against them. So we just got to keep getting better. It's step by step, day by day. But really for us, we got to get ourselves in a position to finish in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I was going to say, you got the finish today, but also, like you were mentioning, the finish in 2 weeks. Coach, I can't thank you enough for your time, and we'll talk to you next week.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Hey, Coach Stu Mullins, we'll step aside for a timeout. We're back after this.
It's more than clocking in or collecting a paycheck. We are a network of caring professionals who want to be here, dedicated to serving our communities. We are Sage West Healthcare, our 2 campus hospitals in Riverton and Lander. We take pride in our region, our people, and our communities. Located in beautiful central Wyoming, filled with natural recreation in our own backyard. We are neighbors caring for neighbors, a community caring for its own. We are Sage West. We are recruiting the best, like you.
Xander's One Stop of Lander wishes the best of luck to all student athletes and sports teams throughout Fremont County. Xander's One Stop has it all: clean gas, ethanol-free fuel, diesel, a variety of household and automotive needs.
Back to the Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show on County 10.
Back here on KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM, we're here with our Lander Medical Player of the Game, Brendan Stauffenberg, finishing with 24 points on the night. You got to play the facilitator role last night, and then you get to play the scoring role today.
I mean, it's fun to do both. I mean, I do whatever, Coach asked me to do, and yesterday, that's what my role was, and, today was a different role, so I just took advantage of that and, did the best I could.
Coach's thing was to finish games. Last night, you didn't finish that fourth quarter, but I think today was a good start to accomplishing that finishing part of the job.
Oh yeah, I mean that's been the goal the whole year. I mean it's been like that, throughout the year. And I mean we get up 15, 20 points, and then they get right back into it. So to come out here against a really good team in our quad, and get up and stay up, and finish the game and win by 20. I mean it feels really well as a team.
Yeah, and what kind of confidence will that bring for you guys now that you got 2 more home games, and one of them including senior night? You're one of those seniors, and just what is that going to do for the rest of the season with a win like this, and you guys were able to accomplish that one goal of finishing?
Oh, it feels amazing. I mean, Pinedale and Lyman just went to overtime last night and went on a buzzer beater, or Lyman went on a buzzer beater. So, it feels good to, now we control our own destiny. If we go into Lyman and beat them, then we secure our number 1 spot in our quad. So, it's good with confidence stuff. Hopefully we go into here and, beat Thermop and Worland and see what we look like from there. But
what did you think of the defensive pressure tonight? I know you guys were causing a lot of turnovers against Pinedale, and you guys were able to convert on some of those. Just talk about the defensive pressure you guys were able to show front and backcourt.
Yeah, well, we thrive with that. When our offense is rolling, it comes from our defense. I mean, fast break is like a huge part of what we do. So if we could get out and run, get steals with our press and stuff, I mean, it just amplifies everything through our offense and everything. So it's great to get on pressure, especially when we come back in our zone to get after it like that.
Kind of asked you a little bit next week, but just for you and the seniors that you're going to be playing with at the home court the last 2 times at home, what are you looking forward to that the most?
I mean, it's amazing. I've been, hopefully we get Kaysen back. That's a goal, to play with him one last time on our home floor. But, it's fun. We've been with these 4 seniors throughout high school and stuff. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to leaving, Lander with a good note.
Brandon, appreciate your time. Congratulations on the win. We'll talk to you next week.
Thank you.
Brandon Stauffenberg right there. We'll step aside. One more final timeout. We'll preview what is coming up. This is Tiger Basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
Tires, tires, and more tires. Bailey Tire and Auto Service offers a huge selection, great prices, and fantastic service.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Haley. With over 13,000 tires to choose, Bailey has tires for your ATV, farm implement, car, truck, trailer, semi, lawnmower, wheelbarrow, you name it. If it has a tire, Bailey Tire and Auto Service can fix it or replace it. Bailey Tire and Auto Service is your one-stop complete tire and service shop. Just remember, with Bailey's, there's no tricks, just tires.
The Lander community supports the LVHS Tigers, and Altitude Interiors on Main Street is no exception. Altitude Interiors is Lander's expert in flooring, window coverings, cabinets, and more. The inside of your home is like a team jersey. Every so often, you just need a redesign. The team at Altitude has the best playbook in town and can help you with your projects from start to finish. And they'll make sure you get the look and feel of your dreams. Altitude Interiors supports Tiger Athletics, and they're here for you too at 333 Main Street in Lander.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give them a call at 307-332-7184.
RE/MAX All-Star Realtors are proud to sponsor sports across Fremont County for the 22-23 season. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors was founded in 1991 with the goal of doing real estate in a way that would make our clients' lives as easy and uninterrupted as possible. They've completed many transactions involving residential, commercial, vacant lots, farm and ranch, and investment properties, and can help you with any goal you might have regarding any of these today. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors, 938 West Main Street, Riverton. See them online at remaxriverton.com.
Back to the Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show on County 10.
Back here on KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM, also streaming online at county10.com. Kind of wrapping some things up here as we approach the end of this Saturday night, Riley, or Saturday evening, actually. It's just approached 5 o'clock, KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM, Lander, Wyoming. Up next for Lander Valley, it is the final two home games, Riley, of the season against Thermopolis and Whirlin. And Stu, I think, mentioned it best. I mean, he said it. Thermopolis is a big game on senior night.
Thermopolis is definitely a big game on senior night, especially having it at home, too, especially for them seniors, for the couple that we've got here on both sides of the boys and the girls, especially on the boys. I know it's like Sophenberg said, he wants to have McClung back, which is a hope. Obviously, I think everyone hopes that he comes back for senior night, but what a way to get a win tonight.
Yep, against senior night against next Friday. I'm trying to get the times for you guys, and for some reason they're not wanting to pop up for me, but excuse me, hopefully we can get that schedule for you guys. I think next week it's 5:30 and 7. I'm looking it up right now to confirm the schedule here for you guys. But again, final numbers again. Lander Medical Player of the game goes to Brendan Stauffenberg. He finishes with 24 points tonight. Abe Lopez, 21 points on the evening for him. And again, Riley, I think the biggest story, like we were mentioning, he was finishing the job, and this was that first step tonight.
It was definitely the first step, the first game in a while that did not go to an overtime game. I know I mentioned it earlier in the game, and obviously it didn't happen because Lander came out on top with the win, but it's like he said, finishing the game. They really came out and they finished this game, and they also won.
They want to get that win against Thermopolis now that we know that it's a big game because of the time. Either way, I believe if Lander wins Thermopolis, I mean, either way how things go, I'm not sure exactly the full breakdown. I know Lyman is going to be the tiebreaker because both teams will be sitting with a 4-1 conference record. They are now heading into that final stretch of the season. 3 more games left for Lander Valley. It starts with Thermopolis Friday night, 5:30 and 7. Those are the times right now. They'll host Whirlin on Saturday beginning at 4 and 5:30. We'll have all that coverage for you guys live on KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM. You can also catch the video coverage here on the County 10 YouTube and Facebook pages. For Christian Corona, who ran the camera, Riley Bouillon on producing and calling, and Jared Anderson at radio control. I'm Wyatt Briskin for the entire County 10 crew. Thank you for tuning into this broadcast of Lander Valley Basketball. We'll talk to you next time.